चीज़ ऑडियो है ना, थोड़ा बढ़ा देता हूँ। अभी तुमको गेम की आवाज़ भी अच्छी खासी आएगी।
इसका साउंड डबल आ रहा है।
Well, Aurora, I'll go with.
Aurora.
भाई डबल साउंड आ रहा है। रुक, ऐसे कैसे? अबे डबल साउंड आ रहा है। इसे रुक, अभी चेक करते हैं। ऑडियो बराबर है।
जैसे ध्यान में ऊपर आएगी मारेंगे।
The weight was off them a lot of times. Milu making that 1v4 look real easy. I think that came from.
ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है?
भाई मैं आ गया। दिनेश भाई हाय ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
चलो
Super You Power Puffs Chili Masala. If you, like me, are a fiend for desi spices, then this is for you. मुंह में पानी आ रहा है, मुझसे डायलॉग नहीं बोला जा रहा. Mind blasting. It's that good. Airy, puffy, and mad tasty. It's got 8 grams of protein, made with multi-grain. They are baked, not fried. Pack खुलते ही खत्म, bro.
चलो
अभी मेरे हिसाब से कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा माइक में। गेम पे ध्यान देता हूँ मैं, बाकी सब देखते हैं। एडमिनो ने पहला किल लिया, क्या बात है। शेर आन दो मिनो, मारना है आज। अपन सेंटर जोन प्रायोरिटी दे रहे क्या? मैप की अभी तक आई नहीं। मैप की फीड कब आएगी मालूम नहीं भाई। मेरे को मैप की फीड दिख नहीं रही यहाँ पे। उसको बुला के बोलते हैं अपन। अभी मैसेज करता हूँ कि मैप की फीड नहीं दिख रही।
आ गया सर।
म्यूजिक ऑफ। अभी कौन सी म्यूजिक आ रही है तुम लोगों को? म्यूजिक नहीं आ रही रहेगी अभी।
सही है
यार। अरे क्या ले शेर, क्या ले धीरज भाई? कैसे धीरज भाई? एकदम मस्त भाई। ये 5 मिनट डिले में तो करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है रे। ये देखना अभी क्वालिटी को क्या हो गया मेरी
भाई। परफेक्ट है अभी।
क्वालिटी तो पब्लिक 1080p आ रही भाई।
अभी परफेक्ट है।
नहीं, मैं लाइव फीड कर रहा हूँ, उसमें 5 मिनट डिले पे जा रही है।
जो स्टार्ट मिला है वो ओजी के अगेंस्ट ही वो वो 3 फिनिशर निकालेगा। और सर्कल का जो शिफ्ट आया है पूरे तरीके से नॉर्दर्न साइड को फेवर करता हुआ स्टेडियम के नीचे यहाँ पे जाने की जरूरत पड़ने वाली है। मान्या जो थोड़े से अलग गए थे उनको अब देखिए सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल मिल चुका है, जो लेट रोटेट करके आए थे तरफ, और बचे हुए प्लेयर सदर्न साइड से एंट्री बनाने की कोशिश की जा रही है। तो ये शुरुआत तो बहुत कमाल की है सर्कल के लिहाज से, लेकिन सही वक्त रहते एक साथ एकजुट होने की भी जरूरत पड़ने वाली है।
और एक बार आप होरा के प्लेयर्स को भी देखिए, इनफैक्ट तियानबा के प्लेयर्स को अगर आप देखें, वो तो ब्लू जोन के कितना दूर कितना बाहर, ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो रोंडो छोड़ के ऑलरेडी रैंगल में जाना चाहते हैं। पूरा ब्लू जोन के बाहर के एरिया पर वो तियानबा के प्लेयर्स नजर आ रहे थे। तो चलिए ये एक बैटल है जो हो सकती है। ओरंगुटान के प्लेयर्स ही अरीना के सामने बिल्कुल मौजूद इस समय। टर्नी के बैकएंड चाह रहे हैं, जोकर भी बैकएंड चाहते हुए, आरू बिस्कॉट वो वहां पर मौजूद रहेंगे, लेकिन उन दोनों को डाउन किया जाएगा। ये एक 180 डिग्री स्विच जो ई अरीना करती हुई, ऑलरेडी प्लेयर्स को पिक किया जा चुका है। ओरंगुटान एक खिलाड़ी के साथ बचे, एक खिलाड़ी के साथ एक रिकॉल उन पे अवेलेबल रहेगा, जो आरू का रिकॉल आई थिंक सो वो अवेलेबल रहने वाला है। बट ओरंगुटान नो 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 नो, इट्स AKOP द लास्ट मैन सर्वाइविंग। बट यहाँ पर एक कॉन्वर्सेशन आती है, और वो कॉन्वर्सेशन है मोमेंटम की, जो शायद आपने और मैंने कल के दिन जब ब्रेक था तब भी हम लोगों ने बात करी थी। मोमेंटम बेस्ड टीम्स, क्या ओरंगुटान मोमेंटम के ऊपर आई है? इन द सेंस ये अरीना जस्ट अभी अभी गेम्स खेल करके आई है, उनके हाथ गरम है, उन्होंने पिछले सर्वाइवल स्टेज के अराउंड अपने गेम्स निकालने की कोशिश करी, उन्होंने टीम्स को देखा, सब चीज। क्या ओरंगुटान मोमेंटम के ऊपर आकर के रुक सी गई है, या फिर इट्स जस्ट गेम वन जिटर्स? क्या हुआ ये वक्त बताएगा।
तो भी गेम वन आप बोल सकते हैं थोड़ी मोड़ी वो गलतियां हुई है, क्योंकि जब शुरुआत की इस पूरे इवेंट की तो वहाँ पे भी ओजी की तरफ से कोई बहुत कमाल का परफॉर्मेंस में 8 पॉइंट आई थिंक निकाल के वो गए थे। और उसके बाद
ओजी बना है
स्टेप अप हुआ, और उसके बाद वो रिजल्ट अपने फेयर में लाए थे। जोकर को गिराएंगे, अच्छी खबर कि वहाँ पे आरू को रिकॉल दी,
ओजी के ना
हालांकि सर्कल
आया ना रिकॉल,
ये रिकॉल देना पड़ा AK को। अब दो प्लेयर थोड़ा स्लो खेलेंगे, सर्वाइवल की तरफ जाएंगे, फाइट को अवॉइड ही यहाँ पे वो करना पसंद करने वाले इस पॉइंट पे। पर जो हो रहा कि आप बात कर रहे थे वेस्टर्न साइड से, आप देखिए अभी भी ब्लू जोन का हल्का फुल्का डैमेज लिया जा रहा है, और मुझे लगता है कि इन्होंने काफी अच्छे तरीके से वो प्लान भी बनाया। पहले स्टेज में जितने फिनिश चाहिए थे वो इन्हें मिल चुके हैं, की तरफ गए, लेट रोटेट कर रहे हैं, बेहतर लूट कर रहे हैं, और मुझे लगता है इनकी जो शुरुआत हुई है वो बहुत कमाल की, क्योंकि वेस्टर्न साइड के एजेस में दूर दूर तक इन्हें कोई गेट कीप करने वाला फिलहाल तो नहीं है, लेकिन अगर वो साउथ वेस्टर्न कॉर्नर से एंटर करेंगे तो वहां पे एक फाइट की पॉसिबिलिटी इनकी जरूर बन सकती है।
आरू एंड AK दो प्लेयर्स वो ऊपर आप मैप पर देखिएगा वो आ चुके हैं, एंड सर्कल का शिफ्ट बिल्कुल उनके विपरीत। पहले सर्कल ऊपर की तरफ को गया था, फिर अगला जोन बना, और इस बार जोन नीचे की तरफ को आया। मतलब ओरंगुटान और सर्कल ये एक अच्छी लव स्टोरी नहीं है। मीनवाइल आप गॉडलाइक को देखिए, वो सर्कल के अंदर मौजूद हैं, पर क्या वो फाइट्स के लिए तैयार हैं? उनके साइड में अल उला के प्लेयर्स को देखिए, एक साइड पर फोर्थ राइव्स को देखिए। उनको अगर जाओतिन के एरिया पर उस शहर में जाना है तो ऑरोरा है वहां पर, वाइटैलिटी है वहां पर, फ्लैश के प्लेयर्स है वहां पर। मीनवाइल तियानबा फ्यूरिया वो एक बैटल सदर्न साइड पर हो सकती है। टीम्स मल्टीपल हैं, लेकिन हर किसी को चाहिए तो केवल एक चीज, और वो है पहले गेम के चिकन डिनर का ताज।
और उसी के लिए मल्टीपल टीम्स फाइट को अवॉइड करते हुए सिर्फ सेंटर और हार्ड कवर को ही यहाँ पे ज्यादा महत्व दे रहे हैं। उनमें से गॉडलाइक भी है, सामने से उल्फ की रोटेशन वहाँ पे आ रही है, लेकिन डिस्टेंस काफी ज्यादा होने के कारण वहाँ पे अटैक करना कहीं से भी आसान होगा नहीं। अरोरा के भी प्लेयर्स वहीं पे मौजूद है, काफी बड़ा स्प्लिट बना के रखा गया है। आप भी आप देख सकते हैं गॉडलाइक के प्लेयर्स को कि काफी अलग थलग अपने आप को रखे। अच्छी खबर ये है कि एक दूसरे को देख सकते हैं, एक दूसरे को कवर फायर वहाँ पे दिया जा सकता है। बट अरोरा चलिए उन्होंने वहाँ पे फाइट की शुरुआत कर दी है। मिड रेंज की बैटल रहेगी जहाँ पे हाँ आपने नॉक निकाला,
तो ये गॉडलाइक से एक फिनिश है,
इतना भी आसान नहीं। इस पॉइंट पे चौथे स्टेज की बारी आने वाली है। सिर्फ 2 प्लेयर्स इस लॉबी से फिलहाल जरूर बाहर हुए, और इस तरफ आप देखिए फैटालिटी जो कि पिछले राउंड पे डोमिनेट किए थे, इन्होंने भी कोई ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट अभी तक बनाया नहीं, केवल एक ही फिनिश पॉइंट निकाला गया मिनी मैप में। वो काफी क्लोजली समझ रहे हैं कि कौन सी टीम कहां से अटैक कर सकते हैं। फ्यूरिया तो भी तैयारी वहां पे उनके लिए बेहतर, तो काफी स्लो यहाँ पे खेलने का प्रयास, और कंपटीशन में लगता है कि इस चौथे स्टेज के बाद से ही बनने वाली है।
अभी भी सारी टीम्स इनफैक्ट सर्वाइव करती हुई और आप देखिए वो जो 62 रिमेनिंग देख रहा है वो दो ओरंगुटैन के प्लेयर्स हैं जो टेक डाउन हुए क्योंकि उनका रिकॉल पहले इस्तेमाल हो चुका था। आरू गए थे उनको रिकॉल करने के लिए। आतंकी और विस्कॉट वो अब इस गेम का हिस्सा नहीं है और बाकी सारी टीम सारे खिलाड़ियों के साथ हैं। ओरंगुटैन एक चुनौती में है।
भाई ईड़ा मतलब दरकिन माँ भाई।
इस नए जोन के अराउंड टीम्स को मुश्किलें बहुत ज्यादा बन सकती हैं। आई डोंट नो हमें ये जोन दिखाया कब जाएगा, लेकिन मैं आपको एक चीज बताना चाहता हूं कि नोंगशिम के प्लेयर्स की भी एक हल्की सी मैं बात छेड़ना चाहूंगा। नोंगशिम के प्लेयर्स 2 प्लेयर्स सर्कल के बाहर हैं और 2 प्लेयर्स सर्कल के अंदर। उन्होंने लगभग 2-1-1 का स्प्लिट ले रखा है, जिसमें से वो 2 प्लेयर्स जो सर्कल के अंदर हैं वो अपने आप को सही जगह पर पा रहे हैं। और आप देखिएगा, चलिए ये 3-1 का स्प्लिट हो चुका है, जहां पर 3 प्लेयर्स सर्कल के अंदर, 1 प्लेयर जोन के बाहर अभी भी मौजूद। एक नई फाइट हमने देखी थी जहां 4th राइट्स के प्लेयर्स को दिक्कतें हुई थी, बट एक नया सर्कल सेंट्रल थोड़ा सा गॉडलाइक सर्कल में ऑरोरा के प्लेयर्स है, वाइटैलिटी है, फ्लैश है, अलउला, ये सारे जाओदिन के उस पूरे शहर को अपना बनाने की कोशिश करते हुए एंड ओरंगुटैन अराउंड द सर्कल रोटेट करके आई है। नाउ द सिटी इज गोना हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, बट ऐसी डेंसिटी में फाइट्स बहुत पनपने वाली है।
चलो
प्रॉब्लम तो देख नहीं रहा हूं, नॉर्दर्न साइड पे स्टिक कर दे तो एक प्रॉब्लम का विषय बनने वाला था, बट अब जहां से विंटर कर रहे हैं वेस्टर्न साइड कोई चैलेंज उनके लिए रहेगा नहीं। बट T24
लवली फाइट। S2G बाहर, S2G बाहर।
7 टोटल फिनिशर्स आ चुके हैं एनएसआर के पास, और आप बात ही कर रहे थे कि वो बड़े-बड़े स्प्लिट रखे गए थे बट कैलकुलेटेड रखे गए थे, फायदेमंद उनके लिए अभी तक चीजें साबित हुई है। दूसरे पे अरोरा वो भी ट्राई करे, रीता उनके ऊपर वो कनेक्शन रिफ्यूज, वो कंफर्मेशन भी निकाल के जाएंगे अपने S2LK के माध्यम से। बैटल चलिए उसमें अब रफ्तार जरूर आ चुकी है, फलक उन्हें भी वहां पे टेक डाउन किया गया। ई अरीना से उनकी बैटल की शुरुआत हुई।
वाह डर की भाई चला
40 के पास भी हम देख पा रहे हैं,
लेकिन भाई
फाइट की शुरुआत जो हुई है क्या
आई ना ईडे से डर की ना येलो वाला
आने वाले समय में देखने को मिलेगा।
उन्होंने 1v3 घुमाया है
के बाहर है
1 HP पर।
ईस्टर्न कॉर्नर सर्कल के बाहर स्टेडियम के ठीक नीचे उनकी ये बैटल फिलहाल चल रही है, जहां पे ग्रेनेड T24 की तरफ से
अबे और डॉक नॉक है,
काफी स्ट्रांग प्लेयर
डॉक नॉक। अबे गेला
बहुत अच्छा रीड T24 उन्हें वहां पे टेक डाउन किया गया, फ्लक उन्हें भी टेक डाउन किया जाएगा और लग तो रहा है कि 40 पूरे तरीके से यहां पे बैकफुट पे और उसका पूरा
ओ भाई
उठा के जाएंगे। हाई ग्राउंड लो ग्राउंड के पूरे
अरे भाई वाचना
उनके ऊपर भी थोड़े बहुत शॉट्स डाले जा चुके हैं, इनफैक्ट उनको भी खत्म
मर गया भाई शी।
देखते पहला नाम जो एलिमिनेट हुई है इस टूर्नामेंट से, इस गेम से। 4 थ्राइव्स कुड नॉट थ्राइव, दे कुड नॉट सर्वाइव। रोंडो के अंदर
वो भाई
हेलो सोललेस उनका भी खात्मा किया जा चुका है। A lot is happening रावण, a lot is happening। या ओशन काफी कुछ हम देख रहे हैं, बट अभी बस शुरुआत ही है, अभी काफी कुछ हमें आने वाले समय में देखने को जरूर मिलेगा। ईडा वो भी पूरे तरीके से आउट नंबर हो चुके हैं, सर्वाइवल की वो कोशिश, सर्कल का एक और वेस्टर्न शिफ्ट अगर यहाँ से आता है तो पूरा फिर वो कंपाउंड की तरफ ही बात की जाएगी, जहाँ पे मल्टीपल टीम्स ऑलरेडी कवर बना के अपने लिए रखे हुए। ओजी उनके पास भी अब एक बहुत कमाल का एरिया,
ओए अरुण नॉक ना गया,
खेल रहे कि इन केस अगर स्लैमिन आया तो वो पूरी टीम का एलिमिनेशन ना हो, एक प्लेयर वहाँ पे फिर भी बच जाए,
टॉप नॉक
सर्वाइवल पॉइंट की तरफ अपने आप को लेके जाए। बट फिलहाल वुल्फ ये मिड रेंज की बैटल जियानबा के अगेंस्ट, लेकिन जियानबा इनकी भी शुरुआत आप देखिए जो हुई है, 12 टोटल फिनिशर्स यहाँ पे निकाल चुके हैं और सदर्न साइड से काफी इत्मीनान से इंटर भी करेंगे। हालांकि एक ओपन ग्राउंड से उन्हें रोटेशन की जरूरत पड़ेगी इफ सर्कल अगर नॉर्दर्न शिफ्ट लेता है तो, अदरवाइज जियानबा की चीजें बिल्कुल परफेक्ट चल रही इस राउंड में। ना करें जनाब, ना करें आप जैसी
बे आरो अकेला है
परफेक्शन की बात करेंगे।
बे एक ही ओपन है आरो से फक्त गोल्डन 4 बंदे।
मैं आपको बस यही कहूंगा
छोड़ कोई
हालांकि आगे देखते हैं कि क्या हो सकता है इस पूरे गेम के अंदर, क्योंकि ये जो 15 टीम सर्वाइव कर रही हैं, लगभग 50 खिलाड़ी
आ गई गोल्डन आ गई,
मुश्किलें बहुत ज्यादा हो सकती हैं। ये सर्कल अब एक बट लेगा और थोड़ा ऊपर जा सकता है, अगर गया तो गॉडलाइक को फायदा होगा। जी हां, सर्कल ये अपर साइड पर गया है, S2G
दोनों टीम जोन चाहते हैं, गोल्डन भी और ओजी भी है,
मूव करना चाहेंगे।
गोल्डन के पास चांस है पूरा ऊपर का,
उन्हें जोन का एक अच्छा एरिया मिल सकता है या नहीं, क्योंकि आप देखिए जो टीम शहर के अंदर थी उनको भी तो बाहर निकलना है। थोड़ा संभल के यहाँ पे रहना पड़ेगा। लाइक उनके पास हाँ सर्कल का कंट्रोल कुछ हद तक आया, लेकिन ओपन ग्राउंड से जाने की जरूरत जहाँ पे एनएसआर एक अच्छे मोमेंटम के साथ चल रहे हैं, उनके अगेंस्ट उनकी बैटल की शुरुआत हो सकती है। ई एरिना उन्होंने भी 6 फिनिशर निकाले हैं, वो ईस्टर्न कॉर्नर पे बैठे हुए, तो दोनों में से किसी एक टीम के अगेंस्ट उन्हें बैटल करने की जरूरत पड़ सकती है। बट ये स्प्रेस टॉप के ऊपर, टॉप क्लास प्लेयर के ऊपर अगर आप इस तरीके से कनेक्शन बना रहे हो तो आपने जरूर वो मेहनत की है जिसका रिजल्ट फाइनली इस राउंड में मिलता हुआ। बट टियानबा उन्होंने सीधा फैटालिटी के ऊपर अटैक करने की शुरुआत कर
मर 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 आगा, अबे आगा शी भाई।
साबित होते हैं, लेकिन इस पॉइंट पे नहीं
अबे क्या मार रहा है
पूरे तरीके से तैयार
भाई, क्या मार रहे हैं लोग, तेरा फिनिश।
निकाला जा चुका है कि अगर वो थर्ड पार्टी की यहाँ पे कोशिश नहीं तो उसका भी रिप्लाई दिया जाएगा। एक्सेल उठ के ऊपर ये ग्रेनेड
अबे भाई
ज्यादा परफेक्ट, वो बहुत ज्यादा पीछे थे लेकिन उसके बाद भी वो कनेक्शन बनाने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे। टॉप पीछे से वो आ रहे उन फिनिशर्स को निकालने की कोशिश में, लेकिन इतना आसान तो नहीं लग रहा है यहाँ से कि वो फिनिशर्स टियानबा से छीन पाए।
टियानबा मीलू somebody check his damn phone, ये आदमी 8 फिनिशेस ऑलरेडी कर चुका है। 45 खिलाड़ी जीवित हैं।
भाई क्या नीड़े मार रहा है ऊपर से, अरे इस मर गया फटा फटा फटा।
लेकिन इस बार एक ग्रेनेड
ओबे भाई
जवाबी कार्रवाई के ऊपर हो जरूर रही है। टियानबा के प्लेयर्स, उनके लिए मुश्किलें बहुत ज्यादा बन चुकी हैं, बट मीलू लुक्स लाइक वो अपना काम कर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी। इस तरीके से ये प्लेयर्स अपनी फाइट्स बना रहे हैं।
वो किसे उठा कर रहा है।
जी हाँ, कोशिश है। एक्सेल का रिकॉर्ड है एक दिन में हाईएस्ट फिनिशेस का। जस्ट अभी जब वाइटैलिटी के लिए खेल रहे थे, जब इनके पहले दिन के अंदर अंक आए थे, तब एक्सेल ने 23 फिनिशेस एक दिन में निकाले थे।
अरे नहीं 8 फिनिश मार
कंपटीशन बनके मीलू बैठे हुए हैं, एक गेम
गेला
में फिनिशेस हैं, क्या वो और जा पाएंगे? क्यूजी
पार्ट वाले आले
मीलू हील कर चुके हैं। ही इज अप अवे रेडी टू रन।
मारला ये एक, अरे 100 फिनिश झाले इकडे बघ। अच्छा गॉड
एग्जीक्यूशन इनके तरफ से, और अब मुझे लगता नहीं ये प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट ढूंढने वाले, ये फिनिशर से ही सारे कोटे को
ए टॉप वाली टॉप सिटी वाली
एंट्री आ चुकी है। रिफ्यूज
2v4 है गेला मारला। अबे लपला है
आउटप्ले किया जाएगा। जी हां, टियानबा उनका यहां से एलिमिनेशन होता हुआ, लेकिन ऑलरेडी उन्होंने 16 फिनिशेस
ए सॉर ने मारला।
नहीं पड़ने वाला। हां, वो एक बहुत बड़े मैच की तरफ बढ़ रहे थे, लेकिन स्टिल 16
एस पावर
काफी कमाल की शुरुआत है। लेकिन फ्लैश उन्होंने
अबे ओजी पण आहे आणि गॉडल पण आहे।
वो इनिशियल नॉक निकाला,
कोण ना मेला बरं झाला,
पे विन निकाल के चले जाएंगे।
कोई नहीं मारा अभी तक।
ट्राई कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि नो फियर का यहाँ पे बदला लेके जा पाए, बट उन मॉलीज और इन यूटिलिटीज के वजह से ज्यादा एडवांस भी करना आसान हुआ नहीं है। नाजी ग्रेनेड इनके भी हाथों में पूरे तरीके से कुक करने का प्रयास, और 3 प्लेयर 3 अलग-अलग डायरेक्शन में फ्लैश
ओ भाई पोटा पे
करेंगे कि वहां पे कुछ इंपैक्ट बनाए, लेकिन विन की
लो किया उसको।
काफी ज्यादा वो पीछे अपने आप को रोक के रखे हुए हैं। उनकी जरूरत यहाँ पे पड़ सकती है। ओजी के प्लेयर्स को हम फ्रेम में देख पाएंगे, बट
अबे गॉडल हेड में 1v3 आरामात। अबे अरे यार,
जो लग रहा था कि इस फाइट
अरे 1v3 केला असता, 2 नॉक टाकला एडमिनने।
उन्हें भी यहाँ पे बाहर कर दिया जाएगा। इस पावर उनके लिए भी यहाँ पे दिक्कतें बढ़ाई गई। गॉडलाइक अब एक सिंगल प्लेयर के ऊपर पूरे
मानना राहिला है हे काय आला। अरे मस्त मारला एडमिनने।
ही नो कि वो जस्ट फाइट के लिए रेडी हो चुके थे। उसी से
हम 2 प्लेयर आहेत, एकच प्लेयर आहे शी।
बहुत बड़ा वेकअप कॉल बन सकता
ओजी कुठे आहे, ओजी कुठे आहे?
बहुत
ओजी पण 2 आहेत।
शायद वीक पॉइंट्स एक्सपोज कर रहा हूं। फाइट्स के लिए गए कैसे किया क्या, लेकिन यहां पर दिक्कतें ये बनेंगी कि शायद नॉकशिप के प्लेयर्स ज्यादा देर तक जीवित ना रह पाएं। R3 भी एक ग्रेनेड उनके पास था, लेकिन चलिए ग्रेनेड की जगह कुछ मोलोटॉव डाले गए हैं। वो सारे प्लेयर्स तो वहीं पर खत्म हो जाएंगे, और जिस तरीके से वो खत्म होंगे उसी चीज का फायदा बस
सना मेला
गॉडलाइक उनके पास तो अब पॉइंट्स 3 हो जाएंगे क्योंकि उनको उनका फिनिश नंबर मिला। लेकिन उसके अलावा क्या, ओजी के पास भी 2 खिलाड़ी हैं, लेकिन इस समय के लिए वो फाइट नहीं ले रहे हैं। पूरा प्लान चेंज किया गया आरू के द्वारा। वो प्लान ये
भाई ओजी की
ट्राई करके खेला जाए। हमारे पास
ओरा के पीछे ही ले लोग
सर्कल के अंदर इस समय
मानना गेला 8 पे शी।
टेक डाउन किया जाएगा, और अब ये
तो ओजी है, ओजी है।
वो इन 7 टीमों पर आ चुकी है, जिसमें ओजी मौजूद जरूर है। दे वांट दोस प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट्स। एक अच्छी शुरुआत कुछ भी करके हो सकती है। एक अच्छा गेम आपका कमबैक लेकर के आ सकता है, लेकिन वो
ए नॉक टाकला ओजी, एक ओपन नॉक टाकला। नाइस
फाइट्स के लिए तो ये भी तैयार हैं।
फिनिश लो ना भाई। अबे आदमी ऑरेंज नॉक टाकला।
फिनिशेस उनके पास 13 फिनिशेस
अबे किल तोड़ते थे रे ओरा जी, आपने दोनों किल चोरी किया।
हालांकि nobody is home right now. वो प्रेशर अभी भी बिल्ड हो रहा है।
निग्मा गैलेक्सी बस यहाँ पे टाइम बाय करने की कोशिश, स्टार्टिंग के पास कमाल का 4 फिनिशर निकाल के बस
मारना रे ओरा मारता है भाई मैं।
7 में कहानी आ चुकी है, तो ओजी के लिए प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट की शुरुआत जरूर हुई है, लेकिन एक प्लेयर के नॉक होने के बाद रिवाइवल देने का वहां पे मौका उन्हें मिलेगा नहीं, कंफर्म कर दिया गया। आरू इस मैच से
एक फिनिश आरू, नाइस बे आरू नाइस।
कुछ फिनिशेस अपने नाम करके जाए टॉप, उधर विन को टेक डाउन करेंगे। एके
नहीं मारा,
बहुत ज्यादा कम उनकी हो चुकी है, थोड़ा टाइम वो डिमांड करेंगे, लेकिन अब सर्कल के भी बाहर एके लग तो रहा है कि यहां से सफर समाप्ति की तरफ जाती हुई टॉप 6 में कहानी जरूर आई, प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट जरूर मिले, लेकिन फिनिशेस अभी तक मिले नहीं है। एक स्लो स्टार्ट हम जरूर बोल सकते हैं ओजी के लिए, कहीं से भी अच्छी शुरुआत नहीं हुई है, बट अरोरा चाह रहे कि 17वां फिनिश पॉइंट अपने लिए जरूर यहां पे बनाए। पूरे तरीके से मिनी मैप में आप देखिए चारों प्लेयर इसी डायरेक्शन में देख रहे हैं कि एक वक्त आएगा कि ये ओपन में अपने आप को लेके आएंगे, सर्कल की तरफ जाने की कोशिश करी जाएगी, बट एके बिल्कुल भी ट्राई नहीं कर रहे। आखिरी 3 फर्स्ट एड
फिनिश पॉइंट्स ना दे, बस उसी चीज के ऊपर बात आती है। एक पॉइंट की अहमियत पता रहती है।
अबे गया शी
लेकिन प्ले जोन के द्वारा
एक जोक पे गया सरदार।
कई लाखों करोड़ों का फायदा या नुकसान किसी ना किसी को हो सकता है। तो 5 टीमें इस समय के लिए, 14 खिलाड़ी जीवित। अल्लाह के प्लेयर्स ई अरीना टर्निंग के कर क्या रहे हैं, वो वहीं पर बैठे हुए थे। शॉट स्विच किया गया,
ये क्या था?
इंस्टेंटली शॉटगन के ऊपर वो स्विच कारगर रहा है। ऑरोरा, निग्मा गैलेक्सी, अल उला एंड फ्यूरिया। फ्यूरिया को आप कम नहीं आंक सकते, अल उला के कमबैक्स को आप कम नहीं आंक सकते। निग्मा गैलेक्सी एक टाइम पर लास्ट ईयर फैल्कन्स के नाम के अंडर खेलते हुए ये खिलाड़ी अब निग्मा गैलेक्सी बन के आए हैं, बिकॉज दे वांट टू बी द ग्रेटेस्ट इन द गैलेक्सी। एंड ऑरोरा, दे डोंट जस्ट वॉक, दे वॉक विद द ऑरा, और उसी की कोशिश इस बार वापस से करना चाहेंगे।
पूरी तरीके से ट्राई वही चल रही है निग्मा गैलेक्सी की, यहां से फिनिशेस अपने लिए बटोर सके। सर्कल के बाहर की ये बैटल चल रही है,
अबे कहां मारता है?
कभी कंफर्मेशन निकाला गया। चलिए उनके लिए भी शुरुआत बहुत प्यारी हुई है, फिनिशेस कुछ हद तक निकाल के गए, प्लेसमेंट कुछ हद तक निकाल के गए। 11 टोटल पॉइंट पहले मैच से, डबल डिजिट एनी डे, कमाल की वो शुरुआत। बट टीम्स में मुझे लगता है 2 ही टीम से जो आप फाइट करने वाले हैं,
साला
वो पूरी तरीके से
पूरी खोर है,
उनका भी समापन हुआ, बट स्टिल प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट वो भी निकालने में कामयाब हुए। लेकिन अब यहाँ पे
अबे पूरी खोर कौन लेके जाएगा?
उन 9 फिनिशेस के साथ निग्मा गैलेक्सी आगे बढ़ रही है, और दूसरी तरफ अरोरा 17 टोटल फिनिशर निकाल चुके हैं। चिकन डिनर की पॉसिबिलिटी इन्हीं
पूरी खोर कौन लेके जाएगा?
थोड़ा सा अलग खेल रहे अपनी टीम से, और कोशिश वही रहेगी कि थोड़ा परेशान करें, बट फिर से एकजुट होने का फैसला किया गया। निग्मा गैलेक्सी अभी भी सर्कल के बाहर है, और उसके लिए
इनका हग रहा है लगता है।
कॉल किए जा रहे हैं।
इंटरनेशनल टूर्नामेंट्स में एक बहुत बड़ा लेजेंड, इनफैक्ट जो कहानियों का होता है, वो ये भी कहा जाता है कि इन्होंने तो गाड़ियां जीती है एमवीपीज बन के, और अब ये 7 एलिमिनेशंस इकलौता खिलाड़ी लेके बैठा हुआ है। हाउ विल दे चेंज एवरीथिंग? फाइनल्स एंड ये फिर चाहे आप इन्हें एस्ट्रा एकेडमी का कहिए, चाहे का कहिए, चाहे कुछ भी कहिए, ये ऑरोरा नॉर्दर्न लाइट्स की तरह ग्लो करना चाहते हैं।
ऑरोरा क्या खेल रहे हैं भाई? 17 फिनिश,
कैच खिलवाने की पूरी कोशिश है, लेकिन बाहर का रास्ता दिखाने से बस थोड़े कदम दूर।
सर्कल का जो अगला शिफ्ट आया, दोनों ही टीम सर्कल के बाहर है, और ऐसे में अरोरा के पास ज्यादा एडवांटेज मैं देख पा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि सर्कल से जब वो एंट्री बनाएंगे तो प्रॉब्लम होना नहीं चाहिए। हालांकि निग्मा गैलेक्सी अगर पहले इंटर करते हैं तो फिर उन्हें वहाँ पे जरूर फायदा होगा। ओपन में ये पूरा सर्कल है, आपको मजबूरन उन
भाई इनका लैग हो रहा है बे,
बनाने की
ईटा का लैग हो रहा है भाई।
बॉल तो बहुत अच्छा बना है, ड्रॉप अगर नॉक होगा तो खत्म है वो।
गए बे, अबे उनके पास नेट है बहुत।
अगर रॉफ रिफर्स को मार्क करके रखता है ना, रिफर्स को आने नहीं देगा ना, तो एनजीएक्स से फाइट आराम से निकाल सकता है। बट ज़ियोल चीकी गेम प्ले दिखा रहा है स्मोक के अंदर, थोड़ा क्लोजिंग करने का।
ये देखिए ऊपर ही है,
ब्रो ये सेटन अच्छा एंगल बना लिया। ओ माय गॉड,
पूरा ऊपर है। अबे ये आ गया जोन के भाई, इसने एंगल ही गलत दिया।
तो रिफर्स आपस को पकड़ सकते हैं
Coops and
NGX
Lord,
वाले।
though, deadly duo.
अब ये लॉर्ड और कूप्स
अबे पूरी पूरे
डॉग गया क्या? पकड़ा नेट से?
Takes two
50
nades,
HP।
just will tank them. But there's two more coming.
उनको भी closing
I'm
करना
not
है।
sure he'll be able to do the same on the next. Words on that one as well. I mean, for Nigma Galaxy, what a good game.
Out enough, that's more chip damage. Coops on half HP.
Molly.
Could be good.
Oh, this is annoying. This is very frustrating for Coops. It's really slowing them down. Giving quite a bit of time for Aurora to reposition off the back of this as well, because both the
क्या सीन हुआ बे इधर
still the 4v4 here. Prime at the two nades. Doc is up front. Is this the dockening once again?
अबे दो नहीं बे डॉग के ऊपर और दो आने वाले
Will tank them, but there's two more coming, and I'm not sure he'll be able to do the same on the next. They both go wide. He's going to push forward into the smoke.
गया डॉग है
Goes down the back line.
मारा अबे नहीं
And now Aurora's down to two. Nigma Galaxy is making this happen.
They're standing tall right now. They want
मार
to convert this one into a chicken dinner win on game one as two of Aurora's players buckle under the pressure.
over.
Ruthless falls. It's all down to the last man in Joel. They need
दो बचे
to
नहीं नहीं एक ही बचा है
hits Lord
तो अब भी नॉक है
gone. Cut short.
Oh
The
my
Aurora
goodness
is
me.
gone.
That is insane.
Well, Ralph enjoying the celebration from the fans behind them there. Everyone in the arena popping off with Nigma Galaxy taking game one. Stay tuned for even more.
जो भी है मैं अब एक चीज बोलूंगा गाइस रुको ऑडियो म्यूट कर देता हूँ सारी ऑडियो म्यूट कर दिया अभी मेरी आवाज आएगी तुम लोगों को मैं एक चीज बोलूंगा तुम लोगों को ये मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम है इतना 5 मिनट पे डिले पे स्ट्रीम करना मैं फुल फेस कैम कर देता हूँ ये मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम है पब्लिक 5 मिनट के डिले के साथ स्ट्रीम करना मैं एडजस्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं समझ रहा हूँ बट अभी के लिए पहले मैच के हिसाब से मैं समझ गया सब कुछ आई गेस आपको कास्टर की भी आवाज़ आ रही है आपको मेरी भी आवाज़ प्रॉपर आ रही है आपको सब कुछ A to Z आ रहा है तो आई फील लाइक इट्स एवरीथिंग इज़ फाइन थोड़ा एडजस्ट करना क्योंकि मैं जो देख रहा हूँ यहाँ पे ये आपको 5 मिनट बाद दिख रहा है तो ये इतना होता है लाइव फीड में तो आप लोग एडजस्ट करना पेशेंस रखना थोड़ा
हाँ?
आप बोल रहे हो चेंजेस करने वो मैं देख रहा हूँ
आगे?
वो चीज़ कर रहा हूँ तो वो आपको 5 मिनट बाद दिखेगी आई डोंट नो
अरे स्नैक्स
क्या हुआ मेरे को कोई आइडिया नहीं मैं उस सब पे ध्यान नहीं दूंगा उस सब पे आप लोग ध्यान देना एंड आप लोग उस सब पे नोटिस करके जो भी रिकॉर्ड्स बन रहे हैं जो भी हो रहा है सब कुछ आप लोग देखना क्योंकि मैं इधर कम्प्लीटली ये पूरे सेटअप में और ये एंजॉय करने में रहूँगा क्योंकि चैट पढ़ना मेरे लिए मुश्किल हो रहा सुपर चैट करते रहो प्यार देते रहो ज्वेल्स भेजते रहो और टीम इंडिया का फ्लैग स्पैम मारते रहो पहला गेम ओके गया दोनों टीम के लिए कोई सीन नहीं अगला वी आर स्टेपिंग इनटू इरांगल और इरांगल में बस ड्रॉप्स का अपने को देखना है मिरामार में अपना गन फाइट है और किसका है पता है अपनी दोनों टीम का आपस में गन फाइट है मिनाज जारी दोनों के दोनों अब आई डोंट नो उन लोग ने चेंज
पे गन फाइट आता गॉडल ने उलशी मिरामार मध्ये मिनाज मध्ये चालले
हाय या डेफिनेटली व्हाई नॉट डू यू स्पीक एनीथिंग इन हिंदी शुड आई टीच यू या कम क्लोजर टू दिस माइक सो एवरीवन's watching there you can just say namaste that's like how do we say bonjour in French namaste that means hello you're greeting everyone what do you say in Indonesia what do you say how to greet hello it's just simple hello is that's it hello okay anything you want to teach in your language to me terima kasih what does that mean thank you terima kasih love from India to Indonesian people thank you so much how was the first game you like the I mean again rondo enjoy yeah enjoy इतना अच्छा जेस्चर है रे लड़के का उसने रील बना के सुबड़ी में डाला भाई बाकी भाई पब्लिक इनसेन क्या वाइब है यार क्या स्टेडियम है क्या सेटअप है ये अरीना अलग लेवल है ओए इंटरव्यू
Pmwc at EWC 26 and what better way to start it off than I have two legends here from India to talk about what's so far as well as what may be to come. So of course I have Admino and I have Aru here. Yes, we have Godlike and of course, Orangutan going to be representing from India. So I guess I'll ask you, Amino, first.
थोड़ा सा delay रहेगा,
You
वो
guys
match
must
के
have
time पे
watched
fix
the
हो जाएगा,
survival
ठीक है? अभी
stage.
थोड़ा उनके
What
बोलने
did
में
you
delay
think
लग रहा
about
होगा.
the teams and gameplay overall from the survival stage?
It was kind of little passive, like the previous group were too much aggressive, or maybe they were one more chance, that's why they were aggressive, and this was a survival stage. But I think Tianba got the momentum, and the top 6 were expected, as we have decided already in the podium thing that we have a fun activity over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Alula gave a little bit surprise, and I hope so they perform good in grand finals also. But I'm
Interview
hoping
इधर ही हो
for
रहा है क्या?
Tianba to carry
नहीं, ये
forward the
pre-recorded है
momentum
guys,
that
ये
they have
pre-recorded है.
already got in survival stage.
How about you,
Tell
Aru?
me
What
no!
did you make of the survival stage?
We tried to grab as many things as we could from the play
ये
styles and the
pre-recorded है
lobby
क्योंकि पीछे मेरे
structure
को दिख रहे नहीं.
to get a better understanding and to be able to predict better what the structure of the finals lobby would look like. And obviously we don't really fear anyone, but yeah, there are many respectable opponents that we need to respect in game as well, as much as we should, not more, not less. So yeah, we are confident coming to the finals and looking at the survival stage. We know that when teams have like only one last chance, it's like they play more in pressure, and yeah, that's it.
All right, so I
Come
want
on,
to
Aru!
ask a bit of a fun question, since we've got two fantastic teams here. I'll start with you, Aru. If you had to take a player from Admino's team and add them to your roster,
That's
who
a
would
good
you pick
question,
and why?
bro.
Maybe Espoir because he's really consistent.
Damn, that's a good question.
Same question to you, Admino. Who would you take from Aru's team and why?
Arua insists because it's a good idea.
क्या बात है यार? Oh!
What do you think about that? You think sure
मारने
idea?
वाले बहुत
Do you
मारेंगे
think it's
इसको.
fair?
I don't know, I just work.
All right, so kind of final thoughts, final kind of look at the finals as a whole here. I'll start with you, Admino. Well, what's your expectations here for the final? Obviously, it's an amazing lineup of 16 teams, arguably one of the best lineups of all time here at PMWC. So how do you think your chances are here?
Well, I wouldn't be saying anything. I'll just prove it by performing over it.
Perfect. How about you, Aru? What are you thinking for the final?
I'm just here to play and enjoy the 18 games because I love this game. I don't want to feel any pressure or, set unnecessary expectations from myself. If we are going to enjoy the game inside the game, then we are definitely going to perform well as well.
Okay.
Gentlemen, thank you very much
can
for
help
joining
to
me
make it
and
more
best of luck
brighter.
today.
Oh, okay. How do you do that? Okay. This is the world feed. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, you have been experienced here, yeah? Since how many days you have been doing the watch party? Since the group stage? Oh my god. That's why you have some experience about the setup.
So how do you think you're
From myself, if we are going to enjoy the game inside the game, then we are definitely going to perform well as well.
Okay.
Gentlemen, thank you very much
can
for
help
joining
to
me
make it
and
more
best of luck
brighter.
today.
Oh, okay. How do you do that? So that the image is clear. Also, by the way, we have the same camera. I just recently bought this one. The 4 Pro. Perfect. Oh, I get it. Perfect. I get it. Thank you. Don't call me sir. Call me Snacks. Same here. Yeah. Thank you.
23. अबे बाप रे.
हाँ तो मैं रुक जाओ मैं अभी
मैच चालू है.
अरे उसने कैम बंद
टेंशन ना ये तो
अभी आ जाएगा कैम से इसके लिए कैम बंद था
तिकडे कॉर्डर भरते.
कैम इसलिए बंद था क्योंकि वो कैम की सेटिंग कर रहा था. अभी दिख गया. हाँ अपन किधर थे क्या बोल रहे थे अपन तो खतरनाक बोल रहे थे अपन को प्रोजेक्टर में how do I change this bro? एक मिनट मेरे लड़कों, मैं जरा एक बंदे टेक वाले को बुलाता.
मैच स्टार्ट रो. जब तक मैच चल रही तब था.
Vietnam trip's second
뭐랄까, 아 맞아, 새로운 스킨 또 나왔던데? 무신사 알죠 여러분? 그죠? 이거랑 모베랑 콜라보를 했나봐요. 거기에 이제 실물 의류로 동시 발매됐다고 그러던데. 그러니까 이 스킨이 무신사에도 실제로 판대. 패션 브랜드랑 이렇게 제대로 콜라보한 건 처음 아니에요 여러분? 그니까 무신사랑 콜라보는 좀 귀해. 얘는 약간 패딩, 티셔츠, 후드, 바고 바지. 옷은 좀 그냥 깔끔하게 나온 것 같거든? 디자인 좀 쌈뽕하게 뽑힌 것 같은데 그죠? 오! 이거 피겨 예쁜데요? 나는 이거 토미건 뽑고 싶긴 하다. 뚝가방, 토미건. 그리고 이 티셔츠랑 카고, 이 뚝배기랑, 와 가방 이거 좀 삘 좀 탈 것 같은데? 나 이렇게 뽑으면 나쁘지 않을 것 같은데? 좀 잘 어울려. 바로 가. 나온 거 아니에요? 나왔네. 지금 내가 뭘 뽑은 거지? 피격이 어두운 게 킥인 게, 이게 검은색 피격은 몸에 그렇게 많지 않거든요. 오! 지렸죠? 프라이팬이랑 똥만 뽑으면 되겠는데? 와, 토미건 또 나오는데? 잘 나오는데요? 낙하산 나왔고. 근데 확률이 나쁘지 않긴 하다.
FATP टापा
16C라서 약간 걱정하긴 했거든요. 나쁘지 않.
अरे मैच चालू हो रहे हैं.
पावर जोन के अंदर अगर वो बाउंटी आपको पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं, आपको सबसे पहली बार कैश मिलने वाला 10,000, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट्स.
बाउंटी डिफेंड करना अगर किसी मैप में सबसे
व्हिएतनाम ट्रिपचं सेकंड डेस्टिनेशन दानांग होतं. फ्लाईटमध्ये मस्त जेवण करून लँड झाल्यावर अमरेंद्र काय सुट्टी देत नव्हता. संध्याकाळी तिथल्या फेमस हॉयान मार्केटला गेलो. असलं मार्केट मी आजपर्यंत कधीच बघितलं नाही.
यू
दिल लप 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 मार रहा जी. आज तुम लोगों का भी दिल लप लप मारेगा पब्लिक जब तुम ये पूरा ब्लॉग देखेंगे.
हे मैच चालू झाली. मैच स्टार्ट पडी.
Really good position to get set up in the early game. But man, Tiamba, we didn't talk about them too much at the end of that game, but there is definitely fire in those bellies today. Because to make that push, to make that decision, to just be like, let's have a straight fight on the central compound when we're playing Edge.
अबे गॉडलॉजी एक ही हो रहा है.
I don't know what's gotten into them, but I love it.
हैं?
So many elims already, and they just go, I like the look of that position, let's take it off. I'll be having that. Fairly watery circle, mate.
starting off one of these. This has been a consistent trend, at least throughout survival. We had quite a few very similar to this on our start. Obviously, a little bit worse for Vitality with a late rotate.
Manya.
With their instant drop from the plane.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. A lot of the rotational tools will probably be removed as well, so it is going to be a long rotating Vitality. You are correct. That might end up, or probably will end up, creating a little bit more of a for them, a slower game for them. 4 Thrives though, loving life. You know, they get down towards Ferry Pier. The yellow's on the eastern side. There's no one around here. It's chilled out. It's peaceful. You get yourself set up nice and early on one of the prior compounds as we head into zone 2. I think the scary thing about this one is it does eke in a little bit of Sosnovka, and there isn't a 0%
उधर बैंजो बज रहे
go down towards Sosnovka.
बाजा बीजा बज रहे हैं
It still could even center up around Bridge. Satan on our screens. You know what, the last game, first time I've seen Satan smile this time, by the way. Even when they win, he usually looks like something's gone wrong.
He enjoyed that one.
He did like that one. That was a nice win for him.
Yeah, they were chuffed to bits. And to be fair, it was great. You know, nice head-to-head. 2 very talented squads. Lots of contrast of play styles, but Enigma Galaxy proving that it was on the money today in that first game. So low on utility, but made every bit count. Can they keep it going, though? You start well on Rondo. How does it look then moving in here to Arangao? Another chicken dinner, big placements. What are we looking at from them? That will be a nice, I suppose, sort of litmus test of what the quality of this team's going to be looking like throughout the next 2 days here.
Ida. These guys kind of crumbled. They made the similar approach to Tiamba actually last game, but I think what Tiamba did very differently was they isolated the Vitality compound away from Aurora, whereas Ida kind of came in from that north side and just sandwiched themselves. I thought that was a very strange play for Ida to make. I think most of the time most teams would understand that you don't want to place yourself between those 2 squads or those 2 buildings. They're very popular in that location on Rondo. But I don't think Ida had done badly before. They had some really cool clutch moments, some super awesome 1v3s right at the end of the games. Like, they have what it takes to be a champion, but not like that. Or stop making silly mistakes.
अबे इस और इतना कर रहे
Obviously, we touched on Vitality going down kind of early in that one. 2 other squads that I'm assuming towards the end of the day will be in a very different place to where they are in the standings right now, would be both 4 Thrives and Godlike. 2 teams that have got so much firepower, even just individuals as well. Yeah. Valak gets some of that old fallback.
पहला जोन खो जाए बस
You won't only see it, you'll hear it from the crowd.
I mean, he looked happy when I saw him this morning. They're ready to go. He's got a little bit of a shy smile on his face.
Yeah, it's cheeky.
He is cheeky. It is cheeky. But even when I was talking to him yesterday, he seemed like he was ready and raring to go. The rest of the team all looked happy. IQ is in high spirits, which is very, very good news for the team. Be able to give that advice and those crucial bits of information, where the team wants to go, how they want to play it, how they need all of your team to be happy. Though I am kind of worried about an orangutan.
Okay.
Not because of gameplay we've seen so far, just because this is a finals at EWC. I think for them, it would be unwise not to say they're under pressure. I think if you're a fan of both these squads, and maybe today looks a little bit rough for them, I would caveat with that there is a tremendous right now being in such a prestigious finals versus some really damn good squads. I'm hoping they could probably get back into the run of it, like by match 3 potentially. But if it takes till tomorrow, I think that's fine as well. OG already still showing off that they have the rotations capability to make it happen. They got far into that late game. Not a lot of eliminations, that's fine. Godlike similarly, still that aggression in play. I like to see it, but maybe not where we really wanted it to happen during that game.
I think it's also for teams like that playing. For our other squads that were forced to play survival stage, you've had to consistently keep grinding and keep that form on the go.
Yeah, exactly.
You come out from your group in those top team spots, you get a few days off, but that does cool you down a little bit. And the thing that's changed is what's going on behind us. The energy in the arena, the noise, the hype.
अबे टॉप मर गया
Getting excited because 4 Thrives have made the play. That's IQ with an opening takedown. But that's the difference as well. You come back into this area, Blank,
Sure, with the noise cancelling headphones, they might not be hearing it, but I tell you what, they can feel it. The vibration. I know the floor is trembling under my feet, so it'll be the same down there on the stage for our players. And if you're trying to instantly snap back into that tournament-winning mindset after a few days off with all this going on, it might take a game to try and lock back in.
Yeah. I don't like that though, from Aurora. Because you can scout that a lot easier just by sending over towards the beachhead, having a look over towards Lighthouse and be like, okay, there's a guy up there waiting, try and check the girders. I always think it's an odd maneuver to try and just send someone, slingshot them across, and it's like, well, we know there's someone.
अबे उजियाली कोचिंग केला बॉर्डर कुठे गेली मग
So early into the game, could have even just waited for zone 2. I'm curious what the analyst has to say about that, because for me that's just not EWC, PMWC potential. Right? That's not what that is.
Yeah, the trade of it. One player's life, one of your squad mates for an information play. Economically, it's not the best trade on it. Especially if we see him get a good run out of this game. Goes down to an awkward fight. One player of difference, bang.
Hell, I mean, even this circle right now, where it's down towards the eastern side, Fourth Rives knows that. This is prime time to go for bridge camps. Like, if this circle was further towards the northwest, maybe you don't go for that type of thing. But I think this one, you're Aurora, it shouldn't be a case of, oh, let's check if there's someone there. You should just know.
Devil's in the details. And it paints a very pretty picture here for some teams. For Aurora, it results in 3 players alive in game 2 to kick us off.
ना कॉल ना था
Knocked here, zone crunching in. Bridge still in play.
All of this might be the case. On a circle
ये WhatsApp call है WhatsApp call है पापा
around bridge across both sides, which is super fun to play. Because now this really could go back over towards Sosnovka way. I'm sort of expecting it to head towards the northwest, but for Aurora, they're stuck now. As are Alula. Alula's kind of considering whether we should take an eastern crossing or should we just play over towards the ridge side on the southern edge. Cuts out a massive amount of space though. So much water involved. So teams are just going to be sending towards Ferry Piers with the safety in that location.
Vitality did thunderfoot their way down from Stolber quite quickly.
Oh, bye.
There amongst the rest of the pack. Everyone else attempting to forge a path into the zone, knowing that play space will be very limited with a decent chunk of it cut out by the water. And that bridge dividing either team from each other. Only 2 squads on the island right now are Alula and Aurora. We've got E-Arena on screen now. This is the POV of Joker. Tiamba though.
ये ओजी बीच कॉल वो बीच कॉल आराम से मत मत बच गया बच गया बच गया बच गया
Great zigzag. Able to stay out of dodge there for a second. He's very close to going down. AKOP actually challenging this. But Matt Aking has been making
अरे AKOP
right? You know, there's a lot of nerfs that came through. S12K became the more popularized weapon.
Okay, what happened भाई
Aking has been consistently winning these trades of it.
Bringing it back in fashion.
और वो कहाँ जा रहा है बंदे हैं इधर अबे 3 बंदे इसके सामने यार अबे नाइस आरू नाइस 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 अबे नाइस अरे यार अबे बीच गॉड अबे यार बॉर्डर कैप्टन गॉडल आ गया उसके पीछे ये के पीछे गॉडल आ गई
We're going to play in our drop spot for the rest of the game. We're going to get very looted before we think about moving. And we're still on Sosnovka with this one. Fourth rise looking good. Down towards the southern edge here. Vitality trying to confirm over towards that compound that sits towards the field. I don't think that's a bad idea here. Gives you a lot of control of the long woods that sits around this area. Not sure what S2G is doing. We've got boats. Okay, that's fine.
Seems like at least one boat in play there. Dream scenario, maybe it's a hovercraft wrap back over.
Manya. Nice power. Nice power. Five power and off निष्ठा टाकला. मान्या को उठा ले भाई पहले. भाई यार अजून बंदे आले. मर मत मान्या प्लीज. बस. पावर को बैकअप चाहिए. पावर को बैकअप चाहिए. अबे पावर 1 HP यार. अबे यार ना दूर नहीं था.
Actually goes for a swing by, try and get some information on that. So Eagle's going to move round, understanding the position has been compromised.
भाग गए पीछे लोग. ले लिया फॉल बैक ले लिया. डॉग मर गया.
This was the other team that was on the island. There's now a third party that's joined them with that late rotation round from S2G. Looks like they did go back to grab the rest of the squad. Yeah, it was kind of
भाई एडमिनो नॉक दिया. नाइस. ओ भाई टिका. इसको किधर दिखा रहा है? एडमिनो टिका.
over as well to Godlike, so that battle turns into a third party fight.
For Godlike there, quick swing around. Take shots over towards Ulf. For them, Ulf should be able to pick the players back up. They've got a good spot right now. It's not as safe as they might like it to be, but
मैचेस चालू कुठे आहे?
central. It feels like the
चालत ना.
कुठे चालू आहे?
काय चायना पॅरिस इंडोनेशिया.
distance will find a shot over towards Aurora there, leaving them at 0. Out of the game early, 23 points is where they'll end on a single point earned on this one.
So a great start on Rondo, but a bit of taste left in their mouths off the back of the Erangel performance.
But these guys have been playing the same game. I think it's the first time they've been inside the circle since the beginning. How does their entry work actually? Man, how are we still on the bridge?
Yeah, this is kind of unreal. At some point I thought we'd move.
Yeah, we're still here. I mean, Sosnovka's still in as well. I cannot believe this.
Luna also took another casualty from S2G on the backside, so they've pulled it close and actually rushed over the bridge now to the mainland.
Yeah.
But that's only a trio blank. Damage onto Yasser as well.
Oh, Enigma Galaxy might try and trade up. They're just in. They're just in. They're absolutely playing a different game at the moment. I mean, I'm glad finally there's some shots that go towards them now. It's just such a wild play.
दिया उसको भी उतर दिया. ओपन गए रे लोग. ओपन अभी इधर बेंच है. ढोल भी लेके आ रहे.
Slowly careen it back in towards his team. And lock it down. They have lost one off the back of that. Vehicles are smoking, flaming. Flashes dash with going on. I mean, that's 3 eliminations potential there for them, but they're worried about these sidelines at the side. Furia. Ooh. Go on. Give it some welly.
Tiamba doing Tiamba things once again. Tony K low on
भाई वनीपुर है क्या करेगा? नन्ने इनका फाइट हो गया. टाइम और ये 40. ओ भाई क्या मारा? नाइस मारा बे. बहुत गंदा मार रहे. ए गोड़ा लग गई. गोड़ा लग गई. अबे यार नहीं नहीं नहीं. आराम से आराम से आराम. अबे नाइस. बारिश आएगा बारिश आएगा. पट गई. एक मर गया एक बचा है. भाई 4 बंदे. नॉक मत करना बस. तो मैं इधर ही है.
Really good stuff. I mean, this is a good entry point coming through for Godlike, and they understand if they can get rid of 2 teams, they're going to be opening up a lot of space down here. Amino
मर गए, चल मर गए, नाइस। ए मान्या नॉक, मान्या नॉक है भाई। अबे यार इसको भी दे दिया हार्ड वे, गुस्सा वे। अबे अबे यस, क्या मारा भी, 3 लेके गया वो। अबे 3 ले गए रे बंदे वो अपने, लाइक होऊन गेला बघ से। अंदर जा, सोफा बस है 1-4 मारते बस।
As the sole participant.
The vitality of victim from the top floor. Or will they just be signing their death warrants on entry?
बाहर से नॉक हुआ, बाहर से नॉक हुआ, नाइस बे। अब इसके बाद चांस है मारने का। इधर नहीं हो, अरे नीचे है, नीचे नीचे। अबे नहीं 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 नहीं, सौम्य नहीं, हाँ नेड लेके गया हो।
Some respite in that location. So Razak goes for the risky play to keep them up as 4, understanding they'll need that amount of players to push through the next couple of compounds. They got Aura in front of them and Forthright after that. Alula down towards the south side. Circle finally moved away. Still a lot of water on this one. Beachhead as well. Ida as well as Ulf now going at it. Play from Ulf downstairs is knocked. They have 4 players up though right now. This is very easy to recover from. And it should be.
अबे नाइस, मारा भी इसने मारा। अबे तुरंत क्यों, फाइट पूरा दिखा नहीं पे लोग।
Denied out by Nongshim Red Force. Tizzy takes that one.
Nongshim could push this pretty quickly. Ulf is not looking too good right now. Nibra's vitality flipping into action. They lose a vehicle. Razy and Razak try and get the buggy through the window, but end up dismantling through normally. That was a speedy rotate. I like that. You know, cut your losses. Moving through Aura as well as Forthrise is going to be hard, and eventually you get third party by one of them. You hear the engagement happening on the north. You send it. Now Wolf is in a very tricky spot. Cut between 2 strong teams in Nongshim as well as Vitality.
NGX अभी तक जिंदा है भाई।
Quick decisions and shades of the vitality that we were so impressed by prior. Once again, back on our screens, it's only the one elim they've been able to garner so far. But they are licking their lips at the prospect of so much more.
Getting a little bit more here, you get yourself the Naruto skin in-game, as well as the Ninetales Fury Org. Both looking very cool here. Wolf's going to hopefully have to drop a substitution jutsu here to try and get out of this one, because it is going to be hard. Vitality, Razy, Razak move up, quick shots over towards Solstice, tries to move around the corner. Nongshim still in play. They're the ones getting the most of the damage though. Federales at least will confirm one. Quick switch round the side, denying some of the sightlines. As Ulf does go down. Vitality though, they've been hugging the wall so far. Not allowing a single moment for Nongshim Red Force to try and challenge that spot. Razak though, what are you doing? Testing the waters, a little bit hot.
Yeah, I did not like the feeling of that one. Although maybe he wants to go for it from a slightly different approach. Runs back out. Meanwhile, attention turns onto Federales, and that is another knock going the way of Nongshim. Oh, Razak.
Oh, yeah, good shots.
He's got so easy, very low. Nade right on top of him as well, following up from that. Oh, mate. Hyunbin with the instantaneous conversion. Now it's a raw 3-on-3. Luckily, they will save Federales, but he's got to top himself back up.
I mean, Razak understood the idea. Now tries to get up towards the wall, create a different angle to deal with. Nongchin was quick to it. Hyunbin pushing up right now. It's a little bit close for comfort here. But I think they know they want to get rid of this guy sooner rather than later. But he has pulled these kind of antics before. Getting a little too aggressive. Without the help of the rest of the team, so easy goes down the back lines as Flash starts to move on through.
Tizzy tries his might, rapid shots coming out, but not enough to finish Vitality. The end of Nongshim Red Force, but it does leave Vitality slightly weakened. And Flash, they are next in line to try and keep them pinned here, knowing eventually they'll have to move. Slightly paranoid about the other teams that could be behind them.
Blue is ushering Vitality forward, swinging in on the same angle as Flash. How will they make this work? S2G, you were right. You were actually right. They had two hovercrafts in play. Being able to keep both of these alive.
तो मनीष पैसे मांगा रहा था साइकिल के.
It's giving them a lot of pressure.
तो पैसे रहते. रिपेयर के लिए. यार नको बोलो मेरा बंदा. मैं बोल रहा मैंने भर दिया. तेरा बोलो नको मार दो. काय? काय काय? पंद्रह बोल दी मैं तो मैंने मार दिया मार दो. तुम्हारा बात करना. तुम्हारा बात करना.
Vitality do move over to the side. They're looking down over towards fourth right. The shots are pouring in. S2G, they brought repair kits as well with them. But the blowtorch in play. I mean, that's bold. On fire. Get out. Falak down. Aura, no fear. Drops them all up top side. Looks fairly decent on that one. Airburst are slightly too far. This is some comedy. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay, they should be able to clean up from here at least, as long as there's not any more mistakes. It's damage done onto Soul K, but they do hold on. Shut down Alula.
What was that?
Bit of a weird one.
It was a weird one. I'm glad you picked it up strong though, because I mean it is an important fight. It's just interesting. Vitality go down in the meantime as Flash continues to push the advantage, but it is majority of Fourth Rise doing that damage. Enigma Galaxy after their strange approach from the early game, now going out slowly but surely. Just Ralph as well as Lord. Flash has been all over the place so far. Next circle will pull in stage 7. Fourth Rise have been weathering it though. They have held a ton of space. It has been a little bit greedy, but they've been doing a good job of playing off one another. Yes, they've taken some knocks here and there, but they've maintained a 4-man. They're in this area early, and they understand better than anyone else. This is a game that they should be doing well on. I don't think I'd put as much pressure on to say this is a game they should win from the spot they had at the start, but it should be at least in top 5, which I think, you know, we've already achieved. So this is a good game from Fourth Rise and shows that they still have it in them.
With them being able to have enough timing here to get IQ back up once again, the 2-2 split from them could still pay dividends massively. It's been a very elongated firefight between them and Hora, effectively just mirroring each other's movement up along the ridge into the zone. A little bit more split here, no fear in the back, trying to protect some Overwatch. Right above you in the building as well. Meanwhile, that's an engagement over onto Enigma Galaxy. S2G, after moving in and cleaning out Alula, they head center zone, and they find the final blow there. Goodbye, Enigma Galaxy. S2G stealing points here, there, and everywhere.
Do we have to call this play the kamikaze from now on, where S2G just launch him out like a rocket to center circle and leave him there on his own? He loves it. This is the kamikaze. This is crazy stuff. The rest of S2G trying to regroup with him, but it's not likely. Kamikaze in play right now. The other hovercraft does go down, not really any other vehicles. Might need to regroup, pick it back up again, but Kamikaze, he's going to hold that spot. He's planted the flag, the S2G flag. T24 goes down, jiggle around the side.
Oh, Sleepy.
अबे नहीं नहीं नहीं.
But you can't weather the storm as 4-5 arrives, and the brain of the operation run in now with the timing, see if he can shut them down. Falak charges back, can't do it. No fear, holds on. Quick switch to the primary. Gets himself onto an off angle.
क्या मार देगा?
More play if he can shut down
मार देगा?
take out 4 fries, and that's how he does it. No fear from Hora, stands on. Absolutely not frightened in the slightest.
ओ भाई इधर बसड़ोगे आगा आगा मारा मारा
Get involved in the action. Everyone's weakened. Doesn't have all the info we do right now. He's going to top himself back up, play the slow game. That's Flash losing their last man there with Kamikaze continuing to punish. Oh, a horrible spot. Tries to get the heal in. Kamikaze's got a single nade in the back pocket if he chooses to dash it. They've got clear vision now. Peppering the bullets. This is it. Pulls the pin, looking to cook. Let's see if he can land it.
Kamikaze looking for it now, a bit of splash damage. But not that just there yet. Kamikaze keeps spraying the right location with the bullets, peppering the ground, picking up mud. Solke in the back lines. What's left out here? Quite an unfamiliar target. Solke will take down Tops. But Kamikaze is out and we're down to a 1 versus 1 versus 1.
1v1 है भाई.
Contender in no fear. Solke looking at both angles.
The battle of the solos to decide our second game, chicken dinner. No fear already picking up that big clutch. He's amped up as an individual. Got a rough read on where he believes Solke can be stationed, tucked in behind.
अबे लेट में सोया है.
I think he knows there's a team in that general direction, but he does not know where No Fear is. Hamzy G finally goes down. I think No Fear has a rough idea that he's.
अबे लेफ्ट से आ रहा है बंदा.
He has the information. Watching both of them. This would be an unbelievable double clutch up versus 4th Rise into the last 2 teams. Zeus is just pushing forward. Instant spot though. Over towards No Fear. And now Zeus with all to do here. Flash, who had swept everyone aside. Solke, the last to fall potentially here versus Team Flash.
Zeus. The lightning reactions for Flash have guaranteed them a 2nd place, but can he take it to 1st, or will Solke get it done for S2G? A smoke wall, giving a limited play space. That truly the only protection for the peak for Flash. He's going to make his move, starts charging in, wants to close the distance. Here's the peak up, bullets on target. Sweet so low, buckles under the pressure. That's the damage coming through as they lock it in.
S2G, Kamikaze with the Kamikaze play towards the center. It's an explosive finish right at the end. But Solke steps up, a lad that's been in the esport for the longest of time. He's still got it in him.
Feeding the crowd energy. A celebration in unison for the nation as they pop off on that one. S2G locking it down and everyone's living it up.
And it's all in the name because it is all gonna be okay at the end of the game for S2G. They had a lot of confidence coming into this one. They look good on the stage. They look good in the game. Is this the S2G comeback that we were looking for?
Aggression, confidence, some brilliant gun skill. Showing us a lot of the moves we needed to see on that one. A smart rotation from start to finish as well, playing by their own rules, Blank.
I think the thing for me is just, man, 2 matches so far, they have been both electric. I mean, this shot from Zeus.
Oh, the quick reactions, dude. That sent me.
His eyes must be in 2 different directions, man. He'd be seeing everything.
He was so locked in for an S2G fight. I don't even know how he clocked it, but instantly.
He said it, lightning flash reactions. That's what it is. I mean, it's so good from this team so far. I mean, they were involved in everything.
Yeah.
I think Horror, honestly for them, yeah, it's a tough fight versus 4th Rise, but you've got to be happy with the way that No Fear clutched up there. That is an incredible finish of those guys. Yes, Horror had a good spot on the sideline, but it's so many teams constantly pouring in, cycling out time and time again. I don't think that.
And you can feel it looks a little bit different with this, Robbie.
This is Valorant. Aren't you tired of playing FPSs where teamwork is non-existent? Then you should play Valorant.
नहीं रहूँगा, I'll be completely logged in. देखो, chat में अगर कुछ issue रहता है इतना ज़्यादा sound का तो एक बार हार्ट सान दो chat पर, पोल पे वोट करके दिखा दो, ठीक है?
Very much, Jackie. Yes, you can cut the tension with a knife here at the moment for our first two games, and I'm here with our winners from game one, of course, Ralph from Nigma Galaxy, to talk about them. Some of the games that have happened so far. So let's talk about that first game in that late game against Aurora. There, what was your anticipation as a team? Did you think Aurora? A little bit earlier, or
साले यहाँ
about the late game and
वॉच पार्टी कर रही, तेरे को गाली देना है ना, एक काम कर, नोटबुक के पेज में लिख, ठीक है? ऐसा लिख के ओजी सबसे वीकेस्ट ग्रुप है, ठीक है? पेज पे लिखा, उसको रोल करो, अपनी गाफ में डाल दे, ताकि तुम मुंह से हक नहीं, मैं नोटबुक में लिख, मुंह से हक नहीं, मैं नोटबुक में लिख ले, यहाँ कमेंट्स में मत लिखो, यहाँ पे वैल्यू नहीं है, वहाँ पे वैल्यू होगी, जब आपकी गाफ में हो जाएगा ना, आपको मजा आएगा, यहाँ मत लिखो। क्या माँ के मेंटल बंदे आते हैं ना एक तो चैट में, बेटा भाई, अरे यार प्यार देना भाई, क्या बोले तुमको?
Coming to fight, but they don't want to fight, so I'm really confused right now.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining me here, Ralph. You heard it out there. He's got his eyes on you.
Name's blank, and I've had 4 coffees and nothing.
Hey, good morning, भाई.
I'm hot juice. I just had a massage.
अरे होट के इंटरव्यू में बिठा दिया है.
Let's get it.
हैं? ये क्या है, क्या स्टेशन? What is this, bro? और चार तरह के ना खंडा छी भाई, क्या खेल रहा हूँ?
Wrong is only the word that is spelled wrong.
दोघांना पण समज आहे.
Which is the only bird that can swim but not fly?
Duck. Flies.
मैं आप लोगों को एक शक्ल दिखाऊंगा, ठीक है? आप लोग गेस करना है कौन है. You guys have to guess.
Hello everyone. Hello.
She's my baby. She's my baby.
Hello. Hello baby.
Cut.
Jack. Run.
Hello. This is my second baby. ऐसे आप लोगों को एक चीज़ बताता हूँ. ये और ये दोनों ट्विंस है, नो डिफरेंस। मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया कि ज़्यूस कौन है और वोजी कौन है, ठीक है? And you are?
I'm God.
Coach?
Yeah.
Oh, coach, what is your name?
Harrier.
Harrier?
Yeah.
मैच चालू
and get that chicken dinner. Finally, an S2G win and nice and early.
Yeah, really nice, and the momentum they were able to pick up on after, getting those hovercrafts. Very quick side note here, while we're on this fight, 4 Thrives are looking, I hate to say it, very shaky. I don't know what happened, because group stage they were looking really solid, just not able to get that win. Here, the splits are kind of off. They're pushing one by one. They're not really communicating, it feels like. So the last 2 games, I've not been super impressed with them, but hopefully that changes in the next game.
And for 4 Thrives, I felt like it took him way too long, Niptura, to engage the fight there with Hora, just coexisting for too long, and No Fear came in clutch with that 1 versus 2.
He really did, and he continued to come in clutch for a lot of the game. Actually, he was a big part of the team this game.
Yeah, I just think he just made a big play. I mean, what could he do against that? When No Fear comes up and clutches it up, I mean, Aura fans are screaming these guys' names at the top of their lungs, and to be able to clutch it up like that is just huge. So yeah, unfortunate for 4 Thrives, huge for No Fear.
Another team that has been performing quite well today when we talk about eliminations has been none other than Nongshim Lace. This was the biggest feedback that we gave this squad during groups and also survival, and they're finally starting to put up those eliminations. As you can see, Nongshim Red Force right now with 9.
Yeah, absolutely, 7. I mean, they're finding important fights on their rotation to solidify that position, especially on that northern side. They were able to sort of catch Furia off guard, and now I do want to kind of segue into Furia and to why I need to highlight this. But one of our most aggressive playstyle teams is prioritizing the rotate on Rondo. We actually saw them grab utility, move into zone, and Max actually made a good point about this when NGX was sort of on the, I think it was the eastern side next to E Arena. Furia should have just pushed them into it, caused that fight. They would have had control over that whole entire side because they just sort of stopped the revive from Ulf. Then again, on this map, they found themselves in the position, and Nongshim, from the northern side, just obliterated their defense. This is just unusual for Furia. They are the power play team. They're the ones that get in a goddamn vehicle and shooting out the window and making that position there. It's just unusual.
They're right. They are supposed to be that aggressive team, and they're currently not showcasing that in the opposite, like you just mentioned, and I was mentioning too. Nongshim is putting up those eliminations.
एक ही कास्टिंग
At the end of that last game, with the hovercrafts and S2G, that was a little bit sketchy now.
It was a little bit. It was a bit touch and go here with the momentum they've been able to build with these hovercrafts. They had 2 or 3, and they just went, let's go for it. And it's this replay that I want to talk about here, because look how they're going to play this. It's like my driving. First of all, Secondly, look how they take that first hovercraft and they the sideline. Right? They separate them one by one. They can no longer play as a duo. They try and get as many of those sight lines abolished as possible with those hovercrafts. And to be honest, S2G with those hovercrafts have been actually insane. It feels like because they take more damage to explode, and they have it's just a tank. And so they are able to just run with it. They were making crazy rotations from the very beginning of the game. They had those positions on the rocks in the middle of the water, which are normally inaccessible. But having 2 hovercrafts, I wonder if other teams are going to start picking up on that, because that was an insane game from S2G.
I mean, we've seen it happen in the past too, and you just sounded like Max there for a second. I have to double check to make sure it was Michael Natura Jackson or if it was Maxman, but we're looking at the overall ranking here. Enigma Galaxy is currently in first place with those 26 points. Aurora, top. What happened at the top of that bridge? That man ended up falling down, and he actually ended up hurting Aurora with the rotation that they were looking to do into the main island.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate there. I mean, that's what it's all about. You're trying to be able to get into that end game and make those plays, and if you're Aurora, 24 points on the board, you can't shake your head at. And S2G being able to get that win, push themselves up to 3rd place. I like a little bit earlier, right?
Mark.
Gotten even more if it wasn't for those clutch plays from Vitality right there, because we saw absolute Chungbin in action, making some serious plays. But hey, again, super clutch moments here.
We have to talk about some of these other teams that are currently on the second page. I know it is the first day of PMWC at EWC 26 finals. It's only 2 games, but there is some things that we're starting to notice here, especially with 4 Thrives, the passengers that you were kind of talking about earlier, Neptura, as well as OG. OG needs to start being a little bit more aggressive and making sure that they look a bit more cohesive when you are being aggressive, because they were pushing one by one. It seems like a chicken without its head.
Yeah, it really did, and also they're losing players very, very early on. I think we've had that in both games now, where they're losing at least 1 or 2 of their players. Godlike have had a better opportunity to keep their players alive. They've been split up a little bit more. They've been using a little bit more of the zone, but it's just when they actually get down to the fight towards the end game, that's where they start to falter, and that's why we're not seeing those strategies convert into points. So that's what we need to see there.
And India, if I have learned anything about OG, it is they need their 3rd game. So don't count them out yet. I've learned my lesson. Don't you stress. Orangutan in their 3rd match, what they tend to do is actually prioritize just kind of scoping what the rest of the teams are doing, making their game plan. Game 3, 4 is where they set their sights on fire.
Oh, I like that one. Now this is the group of death. This is the group of death, and this does feel like a finals right now with the way that some of these teams are playing. One man that I know is happy because he ended up picking that team that was in the top 3 here, none other than Team Flash. Maxman is looking to make sure he reverses curse, so let's send it over to Maxman and Kalaris.
Well, we're not going to let him do any predictions here. That would be very, very serious indeed. But of course, we take a look at how things have gone down so far here in these 2 games. And we did have an interview just with Ralph, who's also a little bit confused about said hot drop.
I saw the hot drop that could happen on the map before this event. I'm like, they're not going to go for it because Enigma Galaxy has been dropping in Pachinki before I was even born. And yet, a team is trying to contest it away from them. And as he said, they're going for the hot drop, but they're not fighting and very confused. And they just see the loot truck pass by like, oh, my P90. No P90. So, Ida, I might want to change that because it's not helping you out.
I think it's going to be difficult for them to go up against that, but we will see if it continues. Ralph is also a little bit confused. Let's pivot kind of where we're at here as well. They've already alluded to it on the desk and how things have gone down so far for S2G, but just masterful control of the double hovercraft, some crazy plays, and the send out of Kamikaze to be able to make that work. For S2G, that was very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's just a domain expansion double hovercraft. I'm sure you get that reference right there, Kalaris. But no, great use of it, especially you saw there in the picture during a little bit of a replay analysis where they block out the line of sight of one of the players of Alula to really separate them and win the fight off the back of that. When you're near the water, when you have these open-ended finish, hovercrafts are, I'm going to have to say it, they're completely broken, and S2G made full use of it until the very end of that.
Circle though, right? If you think about where Aurora was when it comes to the bridge as well, we're having kind of conversations in the back about this is a military island kind of heavy team, and yet the bridge seems like a conundrum to them that can't solve like a Rubik's Cube.
It was a bit weird, especially of the bridge itself. And I think the player 4 Thrives got an angle on him, so he goes down, kind of drops to his death at that point, right? And then the team tries to go and back up and hopefully get him back up on his 2 feet. But then Alula were very sneaky, pushing right behind them on the bridge. I think Aurora, they're very experienced on that western bridge. We should be expecting more on a finish like this. So, you know what? First Durangle, it's fine. But the next Durangle, they need to show up.
All right, thank you very much, Maxman. It is time to head on over to the commentator team once again for game number 3 of the finals. Let's do it.
There we go, we'll pick up that throw. Thank you very much, James. There's a good arc on that one. Swift, great elbow on you. You can tell he used to be a drummer, but we'll be beating the drums of absolute anticipation and excitement here, Blank, as our 3rd game of the day is about to get underway.
And National Gums as well.
Hello? Gary ka?
I mean, even from watching the day,
Time hai ajun.
to watching the stage hits, to watching the interviews, there's a lot to break down over the last match. Even just the 2
नाही मी वो अरे मॅच चालू आहे आपली नाही कुठे आहेस तू हा मनीष बोलला जायचंय नाही याला मोठा पटेल ना तू घ्यायला बघू पण घ्यायला याला मम्मी चार्जर दे माझ्यावर मॅच टीम एडविनो प्लीज मार ओ एडविनो आता तरी मार एडविनो इज पावर प्लीज सो
more in control of. Wasn't the case here. Tiamba, they go out early. And a little bit further down towards the south side of the map on the west.
They'll be able to bounce back from that one here. It was a nice start on game one, but that didn't really translate over. There was a little bit more fluctuation in the standings. Obviously, as well. Opening game of Rondo. Only 2 added to that count. So Milan still living its own in terms of individual points as he was popping off on Rondo. Was a big piece of the team. I wonder if we'll have something early here from Aura and Aurora. Where's the zone going to go? We've had some wacky zones this LAN. It's been kind of crazy. The circles have just been very strange so far, very odd to play. We had a couple towards the end of the survival stage, which I think I was quite grateful for, that were more normalised on Erangel at least. When teams can actually play out their games. Enigma Galaxy versus Ida. No idea why this is happening, by the way. It's actually very strange. I'll explain once it's done. I mean, Kalash already went over it in the interview, but it's crazy on it. Ralph with the M249. There's some good shots done. Actually, Enigma Galaxy doing quite well here, but already losing a player does feel bad, and it being Coops is even worse. Second on the side. Lord hits some shots with Abacan. It's back and forth here. Swain last left to face. And Ralph will get it done with the M24. He's screaming! Give them large for that. It is absolutely insane that they continue to come here. For context, Enigma Galaxy has dropped in this
लपड़ा हो गया साला क्या हुआ
years upon years, and they say it every time. In fact, they actually say it to the crowd and to all the players. We will never switch our hot drop, so it is never worth it to fight Enigma Galaxy inside of Pachinki. Sadly for them, Fourth Rise feels like we can get some easy points off the back of this one. You guys just
भाई लोग गरम भी रहे मुद्दे में ऑन डन मत ये मर गया अरे यार
So as much as there was a pop-off of them defending their home turf on the hot drop, like you say, Fourth Rives know you're slightly weak. They'll look to get in there, twist the knife, and completely knock them out of the game, denying any more points on this.
I mean, to be honest, you do wonder, Fourth Rise boys, they see a big hubbub go over to by the Enigma Galaxy.
यार स्कूटर कितने खर्च है
They're like, they just won that fight. We should fly over. Oh, cheeky work. Point somehow. Ralph the M249. Looking for some good damage, but the shouts from the crowd start to ring out. Fourth Rise might look to back away from this one. Allowing Ralph as well as Satan to live another day. Circle did move up towards the northeast side. I don't know what Ida's doing. It's akin to throwing away all of your Erangels.
Yeah, it feels like one of those where it's kind of cutting your nose off to spite your face.
Yeah.
As much as, you know, it's your spot too. If it's not working, you got to adapt. Gigantic prize pool on the line.
हीरा मारो नहीं रहेगा अच्छा पुरसा है
Don't ego challenge if you don't need to. But for Fourth Rives, can they find those elims they wanted off the back of this counter play? T24 spotted on the drop. Let's see if he can go for the peak off this.
हाँ मेरा मर गया
You can get involved with that in the
बचा बचा फिर से बचा
Smells him out on this one. Senses his Reiatsu inside the building. Underneath. Ooh, slightly slow on the timing there. T24 tries to use the DBS. He's swinging around in circles. Satan's not sure where to look on this. The rest of Fourth Rise will come into hold. Finds the first. Takes more damage while Ralph is nowhere nearby to help. Drops him down to 1. And it's an easy revive here on T24 inside the building. Church held.
Then get the revive back on T24. know, Ralph's just had to stay, man. It's where he's been for so long.
You'd be furious.
Yeah, he'd be fuming.
You win it twice. You win the hot drop twice back to back. It happens again, it costs you your game. And not even because of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's the thing, it just comes back to haunt you, right? Here we go, this is the full replay on it, so you get all the action. Oh, mate, it's carnage from the start. Obviously, we had Coops go down early, and like you say, they pop off to win it. We saw the celebration from Ralph literally sending a message live in the event. Live in the flesh, said it with his chest. They deserve the drop spot. But Ida don't want to give it up, and it's just really making it uncomfortable for both of those teams to get anything in these games.
It's the best Nick McGuinness he's looked in a long time as well. I think that's the saddest thing about it. Now it's happened in finals, but it's happened so frequently in the past as well.
भाई Aurora मार रही.
Challenge another team for their drop spot.
Hey, Swarna. Finish.
For sure, but they've held it the entire tournament. Come on, guys.
Hey, top. क्या मार रहे हैं लोग? Order, what happened?
4-5 did piece out, going slightly deeper into the zone to do a bit of loot, and obviously wasting a decent amount of time on that as well for the Elim they were able to garner.
Vitality down towards the southwest, started in Kamlesh style, but this time we're seeing him over towards Gaka, but they grabbed themselves the loot truck. Fiend as much as they can out from there. Circle up towards that north side, split between the lake, Yasnaya on the south side, on School, as well as Severny, shading range area. Tiamba tighten it in with E-Arena, Aurora, Godlike. Salmane currently holding down the gas station, pops up tire.
मार सौम्य.
Can't come through here for repairs.
Open है मार. जाने मत दे इनको.
One in the clip, 17 in a hole. Let's see if he can turn some bodies cold on this push-up. Top going to drop down back behind the car. So Aurora taking a fair bit of damage. More reserved.
अरे इसके ammo खत्म हो गए बे.
Find himself some ammo to play with. Switch it out to the Tommy just to keep the pressure on them. Suppressive fire.
Running through, cutting the grass, but not quite finding the shots over towards the players. Next circle, 10 seconds roughly on this one. Aurora still figuring out where they want to play. Probably going to be a big old retreat here out. Migrate for a lot of squads. Hard shift potentially. No, actually. Very, very kind. Up towards that north side. Obviously, Lake is a bit of an awkward one to play around. You're going to see a lot of people playing on the rocky outcrops. The staging that goes up towards Stalba. Big old mountainside. There is also... Never mind, it's horrible. I lied to you.
It's horrible, actually.
Field down towards Yasnaya too, so there's not a huge amount of fun spots to play in. You have to decide a rotation in now and quickly. Do you wrap on the north? Do you wrap on the south? Because you can't really change that as time goes on because of Yas Lake.
Mormon from E-Arena once again, being able to throw out some big uppercuts. That's back onto Aurora. So a single knock there. We have the Tianba POV on rotation. Getting themselves into a fair place so far. Mormon keeping it going.
बंदे आराम से.
As well, with Razy hitting a very big blow back onto
Oh, finish ना.
a lot of fights breaking out across the battleground. Individuals being knocked off, coming in with some show-stopping rotation.
अबे nice वे, nice. He's got a nice यार. पड़ेगा क्या?
Got it primed. I mean, for Ulf, Aaron comes in swinging.
अबे सौम्य knock.
But yeah, got shot down very
What the
quickly.
fuck भाई?
Scarface looks to send a nade, but I don't even know if I think it's worth it anymore to go for this. Ulf's deep on the south side of the map. Need to swing back further up in Yazway. Alula instantly takes up the cliffside. Aurora decides they're going to go loot Severny. I mean, to be fair, they had taken quite a fair hit earlier on. Spent a little bit of ammo. Potentially some of the vests are starting to wear down, some of the helmets. Get some resets on that before you get moving.
Tiamba tackling against the Vitality Killer Bees once more. And it's Milu that's already showing that consistent form. Putting himself up to 10 elims on the day, I believe, then after that. Nice start for the first 3 games.
Keeping it a little bit quiet though. Now playing a little bit of a split on this one. They've got Eagle a little bit further forward, perched up. Over towards Aura. Very much slowing down now at the halfway portion, Jackie. Trying to maintain some of that lead because some teams have struck out in a big way. I mean, Enigma Galaxy absolutely 30 points right now. Aurora at 26. They were able to earn 3 after that last game. On the first, I think they got 23 on that one. So last game was a bit of a dud. Hope they can find more of this one. Centers up over towards Tiamba as well as Aura. So there's 2.
पूछेगा पर इधर
Aura actually has the high ground this one, the plateau that surrounds them. Very nice to be able to take shots out towards teams as they push on in. Sadly, Alula's much more high ground spot gets pulled off. So you're going to have to move over towards that western side. Yasser pulled away. Let's move for 4 Thrives though, Jackie. This is good.
4 Thrives still looking pretty nice in some of the encounters we've seen individually. Another roster we know that can be very explosive. Let's see if they can bring the boom on this one straight up towards the setup from Alula. Quick on top. Got a pump action in the back pocket ready for it if they can close the gap. Bit of overwatch from R3B on the top side with Claws relatively close to assist. Fast reactions onto the position of Falag, but the shot's not connecting.
Falag taking a little bit of damage here, down to half. Claws as a nade though, it's not the craziest of sends on this one. Good bounce on it actually. That would have been on target if he hadn't moved. I mean, Falag just takes the time. Here's the arc on that one. So he doesn't want to have any part of it. Tough circle though, man. Very, very tough circle. The majority of the center is taken up by that water. I actually do really like S2G's position. They're playing over towards those compounds that sit just a little bit east over towards the lake itself. Oh, sorry, the cliff face. You got flash down towards those compounds, but S2G currently playing on that rocky outcrop on the northern side, just holding out teams on the south here. Tiamba's actually even going to crunch in towards that little bank.
Fine margins between this going wrong for either of these two teams in 4 Thrives and Alula. So not wanting to risk it too much. Meanwhile, OG crossing past the crosshairs of Nonshin Red Force with Zizzy taking the peak over the top. Got the heavy weaponry ready to rock them if they stay close by. And luckily they have at least been able to create some space between the two. Double back over to the bridge where Rolf is stationed.
Yeah, they know OG's in the area as well. See, Aaron struggled versus them earlier on his flying maneuver into the gas station. Tried to go for the movie entrance, but we went straight to credits instead. Yeah, Ulf hoping to hold them on the bridge side. Next circle though, I'm feeling the pizza slice here over towards the west. I mean,
अबे एल्विनो अकेला बचा है
position on it, and we do head over there. In fact,
उसी के बाद जोन है वाओ
case of Aurora holding the central spot, they have a lot of 360 vision, but it's very open, Jackie. This is a very, very open area, a little bit on fun. There's quite a few radio towers and the square concretes that sit underneath them that end up being like where you play. You literally just lie down next to them, try and set up vehicles. You see Vitality already sending over. But this is quite a nice spot for Aurora. It's a tiny bit of hard cover, a little bit of a crescent lit behind them as well.
Well, that's the last man for Enigma Galaxy, and Ralph trying to stay alive for as long as he can, but finally falls to S2G. S2G possibly being collapsed upon as well by 4 Thrives. They fall next.
Yeah, good fight. Very good fight from 4 Thrives. S2G tried to jump the gun there, Jackie, and ran straight into Titanium Wall. lot of hopes riding on these three players from Aurora, though. Another good game here. Sets them a little bit further ahead. Make up for that previous match there on Arundel. Not the greatest of pushes across the bridge to begin.
वो एक एडमिन है
Enigma and S2G going down early. Not really acclimating too many points on this one. It could
अबे नाइस अबे नॉक दिया था बे शी
Fortunately for Godlike, Adamino unable to withstand the hit that is thrown towards him.
कोई ना ओजी 4 बेंच स्ट्रांग गया अभी तक अबे हम बॉम्ब ओजी का नाम ने लिया ओजी का बंदा नॉक उल्टा हुआ है उसको
Longshim's just gonna barge over towards OG. Tanky's already down. Another nade towards the backside here. Good damage from Hyunbin as always. Looking very, very strong. Hits the deck. Good dodge on that.
अरे मार हाँ
Second nade's a bit stronger though. Aru now needs to get back into action. The rest of Nongshim Red Force lagging behind as Flash still continues to create a little.
अरे मार रहा है बे आईजीएल होके भी मार रहा है मतलब
Back and forth blows, but Orangutan still being able to withstand. Uncomfortable for Nongshim, actually, man. Yeah, that's a nice flick back up towards the Wizard Tower, and it keeps him pinned in position, so he can't provide too much overwatch.
Bad spot now. I mean, no position to help the rest of his team. It's a cool side swipe going through from tops as well. Caused so many problems on the back line there for Nongshim Red Force. Just weren't quite quick enough. He's going to have an even deeper look into this one. He wants to get up close and personal, investigate. Potentially some more eliminations here left at the crime scene.
He's still trying to get an angle on this. Minute you got to move, he'll be ready for the catch. Furia over on the other side of the coast have been taking shots over as well, so it's all been a little bit uncomfortable for the four squads that have been collapsing in onto that one position. This gas station for OG somehow being a very formidable defensive area.
Oh. Calling it from zone 3 there. I got a little bit lucky, but yeah, Aurora in a really, really good spot now. This is definitely redeemable city here for Aurora. We just need to not see them go for something silly again. That is all.
Yeah, just keep their cards close to their chest and be able to close this one out with some good plays. To be honest, mate, that is kind of the dream with what we saw off the back of this game with the other squads above them falling out early. It has presented that opportunity, and like you say, if they can grab it, you've recovered from that. We can all forget about game 2. Everything looks good for them, and they'd actually be on that podium spot in first place come the end of this game. But that's still in the future. Still a lot of other teams that could potentially.
अब इनको जोन जाने में दिक्कत हो जाएगी भी अभी ओजी को जाना है जोन के अंदर डॉक ने नॉक दिया वोल्टियर को फलक भी नॉक डॉक क्या खेल रहा है भाई
Isolate this engagement between them and Fourth Rise in the arena on the northern edge. Makes a ton of sense to me as well.
अबे ओजी में जोन जाने की दिक्कत देगा बस हाँ भाई आरो नॉक
Actually hits on target, great damage, and they just keep on pumping in. Fourth Rise are out. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's some massively long nades on that one.
Just chaining them together as well.
भाई औरा मचा रहे अकेले मार रहे भाई
Drop the smoke, try and stay alive. Issue is you're now in a position where other teams can take shots onto you for free.
Yeah. Good. I mean, Doc is holding on. He is holding on. I think he's got that mentality where it's like, well, I'm sorry guys, I ran out that time. I will play anchor for the rest of the day, and I will keep you lads safe. It's a good shot over towards Silence. The rest of Fury need to re-angle over towards it, but it takes a gun away from that western side. But Aurora had to do that. They had to push over towards Fourth Rise. They knew that it's not likely in the near future they're going to be getting many more death crates, and they need that util. They need that ammo to carry on inside of this match. Tiamba though looming off in the wings.
restock and get themselves ready for what's yet to come. Tiamba, they've been doing a pretty effective job of harassing a lot of our other squads from distance as well throughout the past couple minutes, keeping pressure on them. Playing a little bit safer here in their setup. Window peak with good eye line onto some of the other teams. Scarface on the long wrap around back up the coastal ridge over towards the bridge side. Going to be coming in from the back near Vitality and Flash. This is his angle on the move. Ooh, spotted out. Starting to lose his HP bit by bit. Got to drop down to the deck and hope that he can hold on.
Kind of unsure how he's lived this long. I mean, Tops has got to know someone's mover here. The pitter-patter of the footfall. Close the distance. Scarface is instead just going to go for the heel. Tops pulls the pin.
भाई क्या कर रहे हो ये?
एक अच्छा ब्रेक रहता है जहाँ पे प्लेयर्स थोड़ा जाके जरा पानी वानी पीते हैं, कुछ खाते हैं क्विक, और कोच से बात करेंगे लड़के। तो तीनों मैच का जो भी समरी रहेगा कोच देगा, डेफिनेटली बात करेंगे, आपस में डिस्कस करेंगे क्या गलत हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है। गॉडलाइक का ये गेम तो बहुत इंडिविजुअल पिक ऑफ हो गया, अकेले अकेले पिक ऑफ हो गया, वो चीज गलत हो गई। ओजी का आई वुड से ओजी का क्या ही गलती था इसमें यार, फोन उधर चला गया।
Gets behind
ओजी
that
का
radio
गलती है,
tower. This is a good spot to aggress over towards Aurora on. But more importantly, hold out on the
पहले
southeast
के दो
side.
गेम में तो थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट हुआ। बाप रे बाप, अरोरा के नेड आज कुछ अलग ही लेवल है भाई।
अबे क्या कह रहे ओरोरा?
क्या ही नेड कर रहे भाई आज, अलग ही नेड मार रहे आज ये लोग।
टॉप 1 ले लिया।
बाकी गाइस प्लीज स्टे पॉजिटिव इन द चैट, कोई नेगेटिव बातें नहीं, कुछ किसी भी और टीम के बारे में भी कोई डिस्कशन नहीं, सिर्फ अपनी टीम के बारे में, अपनी टीम के ऊपर फोकस करो और पॉजिटिव रहो। बाकी इस गेम में अरोरा प्लेइंग सुपर गुड, 7 किल के साथ दे आर ऑन द टॉप एंड फ्यूरिया 4 मैन जिंदा, फ्यूरिया पे भी अच्छा खासा एरिया है। ये अगेन 4 मैन अलाइव विद ऑलमोस्ट द सेंटर ऑफ द जोन। यानबा 4 मैन अलाइव, यानबा रोंडो में 14 किल ली थी, उसके बाद दो गेम में उनका उतना कुछ खतरनाक गया नहीं, बट इस मैच में वो लोग कुछ कर सकते हैं। डॉक मार रहा पब्लिक, डॉक मार रहा, 4 किल पे टॉप। पहले गेम में शायद टॉप ने 7-8 किल मारे थे, एमवीपी की रेस में नंबर 1 चल रहा रहेगा।
6 nades thrown out for no real follow-up from it. So it goes both ways
Chat,
for either of these two teams.
कोई भी कमेंट्स में इधर भी कुछ हेट नहीं आ रहा, एकदम पॉजिटिव रहो। बाकी जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, मेक श्योर यू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब बॉयज। सब्सक्राइब करना नहीं बोलना, वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू 2.58 मिलियन। सब्सक्राइब मारो, ज्वेल्स भेजो गाइस, एज आई एम नॉट एबल टू रीड सुपर चैट्स, आप लोग ज्वेल्स भेजते रहो, ज्वेल्स भेजते रहो, जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं ज्वेल्स भेजते रहो।
Vitality still taking more shots here. Tiamba is the one to take down Tops. Tiamba's playing as a 4-man, and genuinely the way they weather the storm here versus Aurora, they have a place to play inside the circle going forward. It's more about dealing with the couple of players inside that shack right there, and it's hard to line up those nades past the side.
Damn, Tiamba versus FL.
Always have that
आखिरी
angle
कोटा
of
बचा
Doc
FL
to
का जोन
worry
एकदम
about.
एच
He
पे
is
होने।
so critical
खत्म
to
है
his
FL।
other two teammates living.
ये आ रही क्या थर्ड पार्टी करने? ओ माय गॉड, ये आ रही ब्रो, रन ओवर नहीं, अकेला खाली स्काउटिंग कर रहा हूं, दूसरा बंदा भी निकला।
Reading onto it. QZZ was knocked towards the backside.
किसका चिकन लग रहा पब्लिक?
Thing is though, they've been here for
मैप
so
दिखाता हूं,
long
उसके
and
बाद
they've
डिसाइड
invested
करते
so
हैं।
many
अभी
nades, so
दिखेगा ही
many
मैप 12
bullets,
सेकंड
they're
में।
starting to run dry and can't actually push out to get themselves anything. Availability of crates becoming an all-time premium. Longer this goes on, the worse it gets for Tiamba.
Yeah, they needed a break, honestly, and that break was going to come in, be able to get those shots, get those nades over towards Aurora. Arena making a massive swing. Mormon's got 5 nades to play around with too. QZZ finds shots over towards Vitality. They are trying to stop two teams from squeezing them together.
Bro, actually फ्यूरिया चिकन निकाल सकती है।
भाई नेड दे, अबे बे
ये अरोरा एक ही साइड है, फ्यूरिया के साइड कोई है ही नहीं। बाप रे बाप, बाप रे बाप, चढ़ गए रे।
अबे नेड दे।
वाइटलिटी वाइटलिटी वाला फुल खुश हो रहा वाइटलिटी वाला स्ट्रीमर फुल खुश हो रहा अपन भी खुश होंगे अपने लड़के मौका देंगे यार टेंशन मत लो 3 गेम हो गए तो क्या हुआ
to get themselves any sort of ammunition, any kind of supplies to play on, and it does not work how they wanted.
Wild stuff. The arena now. Sends some nades and Joel's the first to fall off the back of that. They have just
क्या फोड़ा भाई
from that northern side, trying not to get too involved. Saving up these nades for that end game. Moment will move in. Just completely cleans them out. This guy's been
तुरतुरी है फ्यूरिया के पट्टे पे फ्यूरिया को थोड़ा स्प्रेड आउट होना चाहिए क्योंकि ये का भी एक नॉक है रेबोरा हो गया रिवाइव
Finishes off the stragglers.
4v4 end zone.
Slowly but surely the team's exit stage left and the final fight begins to have
itself opening मिल गया फ्यूरिया को
Furia
पहली ओपनिंग में मिल गई
some of that firepower we had seen prior. Good damage
पहली
onto
ओपनिंग
the
में मिल गई
arena. It's Tony K that's knocked behind the hard cover. Joker looks to wrap over to see if he can save his mate and put them back into an equal situation. 3 versus 4 right now. Schweppes warding off Ayala.
बैक फुट पे चले आती फ्यूरिया
Still coming out strong.
कहां जाना चाह रहे थे लाला
He wants more on the game and they are delivering. He goes down. Big player on the squad.
Ego
Now
भाई
it's time for the likes
रिवाइव
of
तो नहीं
Aya
होंगे
as well as Chief to stand
एकदम
up
ऑपोजिट पे
tall.
जाके नॉक हुआ
The
उनकी झोली में
arena, they saved all
अब
their
ये 3v3
potential
हो
for
गया
that late game.
अब
No
ये
one saw how much
ये
ammo
को
they
भी
still
रीसेट
had mod, how many smokes
टाइम
they
मिल
still
गया
had remaining. His team basically played this
बट
one out
ये के
for
पास
the chicken
गाड़ियां
dinner.
नहीं है
The
फ्यूरिया के
arena,
पास
it's
तुरतुरी
sort
और
of not
गाड़ियां
worth
हैं
it unless they get the chicken dinner on this one.
तो वो जरा सीन है
The amount they saved up, 5 nades still in the hand of Schweppes.
देखो मैं तो चाहता हूं फ्यूरिया चिकन मारे नीचे की टीम चिकन मारेगी तो अपने पास भी अच्छा ज्यादा चांस रहेगा कमबैक करके ऊपर आने का ऊपर की टीम ही अच्छा खेलते रहेगी ना तो अपने लिए प्रॉब्लम है क्योंकि आप सोचो ना स्मैश पॉइंट का जो भी डिसाइडर रहेगा वो फर्स्ट वाली टीम ही करेगी तो अगर फर्स्ट वाली टीम और नीचे की टीम में ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं रहेगा तो और इंटरेस्टिंग होगा फाइनल डे अरे मां कसम क्या चेयर है रे इंडिया लाओ यार सीक्रेट लैब सीक्रेटली प्लीज डिलीवर दिस टू इंडिया मैन
He's just providing all
क्या
the
चेयर है
information
बे
back all the time. Chief moves up over towards the loot crate. The nade has to be invested.
उसको रिवाइव दे दिया ईगो को जाके
Yeah,
नहीं दिया नहीं
I
दिया
was thinking
अभी भी
that
नॉक
we
है
send it over towards
3v3
Igor's.
3v3
He is just calling
उन्हें बाइगन
every
जाके
single
उनकी झोली
time
में
they
जाके
pull
नॉक
the
हो
pin
गया
on
यार
this
घुमा के
one.
कहां घुमा रहा था
When
बाइगन
to
गाड़ी
move and when not
गार्डन
to.
में गाड़ी
Finally
घुमा
the
रहा
play
था
zone takes him out and Fury is blind again.
लाइक करो चैट 3 लाख लाइक करो 3 लाख लाइक भी नहीं हुए मैं क्या बोलूं क्या दिखाऊं ईडब्ल्यूसी वालों को ऐसा नको करो
Standoff between these two teams with open space in front of them, waiting to be crunched forth.
और अंडी मंडी संडी जो ज्वेल्स ने भेजा उसकी हमेशा के लिए चाय ठंडी ज्वेल्स भेजे
अबे भाई ये क्या बोला
ये क्या बात हुई
I mean, they can't have moved that far.
50%
Unless
रहेगा
Igor's giving that back the worst information in the world, but I mean for Fury, I think there's a little bit of
अपने एसेट क्रिएटर कहां है रे कोई मिला ही नहीं अभी तक एक बंदा ऊपर भी नहीं आया कोई आदि धीरज के अलावा
Schweppes pulls the nades. We are playing battleships right now. Grenade to
2.58 million की तरफ बढ़ते बॉयज मेक श्योर यू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब विल कम बैक ये हुई ना पॉजिटिव चैट क्या बात है अच्छा लग रहा है तुरतुरी वाला बंदा अगर चिकन नहीं निकाले तो क्या बोलूं क्योंकि तुरतुरी जब मेरे हाथ में रहती वो 100% चिकन ट्रेन रहता
He's happy to drive into it though. Okay.
Assist.
I mean, I think we could just wait on these nades. There's plenty of time to wait on this one. Arena can play off the back of the tree in the near future. Ayala's just going to swing round.
अबे क्या जरूरत
First dominator fall, but that's Ayala going in and opening things up with an advantage for Arena.
This is Pmwc here at EWC. There's been an end game. It has been an end game. Igor's
ब्रो
confused
मार सकते हैं
everyone.
तुरतुरी से दोनों को मार सकते हैं
दोनों ले सकते हैं बंदा
On the rotate out. MG3 could make all the difference. Joker's about to send his nade back into the blue.
What हो गया क्या?
नहीं दिखा अभी देखा अबे पीछे गया भाई ले
अरे स्पॉट हो गया ओह माय गॉड कवर में आ गया पेड़ के कवर में आ गया ब्रो पेड़ के कवर में आ गया वो ये निकाल ली ये निकाल ली ये निकाल ली इनकी तो टीम है भाई की ये भी तो इंडोनेशिया की तो टीम है शायद कहां के पब्लिक के लड़के
Good game from Arena. I think he might have thrown out some information that was maybe less than useful.
क्या फीलिंग है रे पब्लिक देखो ना यारो बैकग्राउंड देखो बस क्या फीलिंग है यारो भाई मतलब पूरा ऑरा फार्मिंग हो रही क्या मेन कैरेक्टर फीलिंग आ रही पूरी मैं किधर बैठा हूं यार देखो भाई क्या जिंदगी है भाई देखो यारो पीछे लैंड हो रहा पबजी मोबाइल वर्ल्ड कप मैं कहां बैठा हूं देखो
हवेली
मेरे को अभी तक ऐसा हिट नहीं हुआ क्योंकि मैं जब आया था ना सेटअप पे गड़बड़ में मेरे को चालू करना पड़ा और इस गड़बड़ में चालू करने में मैं तो हिट नहीं हुआ रे अब धीरे धीरे हिट हो रहा मेरे को कि मैं कितनी बड़ी चीज कर रहा हूँ ये कितनी बड़ी चीज है आईजीसी में
बात तो है
अब जाके हिट हो रहा है ये चीज बहुत बड़ी बात है वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा पीछे यहाँ भाई अपन स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं घर पे नहीं है अपन एकदम वीवीआईपी एम्बेसी सेटअप में है कि नहीं
I think if we look a little bit prior to that game, I think Aurora, the way they set themselves up, not bad, but
लक कैसा रहा तुम्हारा भाई बाकी
there was a couple moments where
on top
कैमरा दिखाऊंगा
teams made it far into that
ये देखो दूसरा वाला कैमरा
play out that radio tower really well. Even I think Tiana's decision making
ये वाला कैमरा
require bringing up a little bit. After they decided to push over towards Vitality.
हाय यार ऐसा सेटअप यार घर पे रहे इधर कैमरा स्विच करते क्या
speed at which they
पहले ये कैमरे में वाह ऐसा करते रहूंगा तो
अबे बात कसम
No, absolutely. I think again that was one where it was like Razak just kind of popped off on the hold. Yes. Honestly, it was better play from him than it was bad play from them. He just popped off on a solo mission where it's like, oh, fair play, you've actually owned us there.
ब्रेक नहीं दे रहे क्या प्लेयर्स को
What the play was meant to do was great. They
ये मैच तुरंत चालू कर रहे शायद